Woo! Hello! We're back. We are welcome, ladies, gentlemen, and everybody else. We are back for another session of Arcavios Eternal. I am your dungeon master, Ralphie Ralph, your wonderful person DM who is really tired but is here to run this game. Let's let everybody introduce ourselves. It's been a hot minute. Jake, what about you? Nameless man with the baseball cap that's backwards because there's two of us.
Hello, I am Jake. You may know me by J-Turn, and I play Bry, the big nasty lion barbarian.
Absolutely, you sure do. He's super nasty and super tall. Now, Emery.
Hi, I'm Emery. I am recently vaxxed and very relaxed. And that was improvisation. I played Belt, the little ball of feathers ready to fuck shit up.
Perfect. And Dahi.
Hi, I'm Dahi. I play Zenith Starbreeze, little starry-eyed, little nerdy boy. And that's just all. That's everything about me. Nothing more, nothing less.
Absolutely. You need no more introduction. And Declan.
I'm Declan. I just had a nap, so I'm a bit sleepy.
Oh, I wish that was me.
I'm a little bit sleepy. I play Coleus Solenastenum, the sad plant boy of the group.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure a lot of us can relate to the sad plant boy. I'm definitely not telling on myself. And yeah, so it's, as I said, it's been a hot minute since we last streamed. But in our last session, all of our lovely, fantastic players were treated to a field trip in the Sedgemoors of the Witherbloom campus at Strixhaven University. And they had the task of identifying and researching species and local flora and fauna. And they were chaperoned by two very conspicuous third-year students, Killian and Dina, who led you through the swamp. And upon finding out that there was a special little guy. you ever just go out to a swamp and there's just that one special little guy
all
you
the
just
time
have to get a sample from?
Oh yeah.
A sample from?
Do you ever just sample a little guy?
A special little guy? No.
Why else would you go into the swamp?
Oh boy.
Yeah. So
that's where Shrek lives.
yeah, the prime test specimen Blex, who had formerly escaped from the Witherbloom laboratories, had made himself known through various nature ways. Well, I can't remember how did you guys initially find out?
We found him
You rolled real hard, and
Cole asked the trees.
was it the
Cole interrogated the trees.
And Belt asked the bugs.
True.
Yeah, trees and bugs
And the squirrel.
nature ways.
The squirrel.
Many insights were gained and gleaned from this, and while also studying other forms of flora and fauna, you managed to, with the assistance, or was it assistance? Dina joined you guys. Maybe not to assist you, but maybe for you to assist her. You know what academics is like. A prime pest specimen, so sometimes you just, get a little ahead of yourself and put the lives of first-year students at risk. It happens.
Of course.
Yeah.
We've all been there.
Yeah, so the five of you, Dina being the fifth, wrangled and sampled that little Blexy fella while escaping a stampeding herd of brackish trudges, and you made your way back to the rest of the group, the rest of the first years, and you formed an uneasy truce with Dina to share your research for your both for your own academic pursuits. And and I'm sure you guys got a great grade on the report if you decided to include everything that you found, because y'all rolled super high. That's like an A. I don't know. I'm a dumbass dungeon master. I don't know how an academic
I don't know how to
grading
grade.
system
I'm not a
works.
teacher. I'm a dungeon master teacher.
That's why I just make up people who do know about these things. And one of those people is Varelda Lang, your magical physiology teacher.
You gave us all an A. You heard it here
Gave you
first.
all
folks.
an A. And Declan, for Cole, Cole also receives an extra little numerical bonus for when you need to retake your magical physiology exam, which is right now. So must nice, buddy. It's the end of the semester, and you have to repeat an exam because you cheated, you nasty, nasty boy.
See, cheat is a strong
you
word.
failed to cheat. That's true.
God, yeah, I can't relate.
There we go.
Belt cheated and got away with it. There's a difference.
Belt cheated.
Yeah. Cole, I believe, needs to, as the kids say, get good. So, yeah, so it is like the last week of class, and you are, after class, retaking this exam. I'm going to say you have done the exam preparation either through continuing tutor private tutor lessons with Dina at your discretion, so that you have a reroll, and thanks to your outstanding field trip report, you also have a D4 to burn for the exam.
Okay.
Could I have given Cole Bardic?
How long does Bardic Inspiration last?
10 minutes.
10 minutes. I'll say yeah.
Yes! Okay, I do like a fun little dance for you.
Yeah, as you guys are leaving class.
Would Belt be aware what Cole was doing? Cole's pretty cagey about.
Cole, did you make it known that you were retaking an exam today?
I'll put the D6 away.
Sorry.
I think I
tried.
No, Dina did out Cole.
Yeah, Dina outed, but at the same time, he isn't going to be going, I'm
Yeah,
off to
that
go
was
do
like
my
a week
repeat.
ago as well. So like, I'm sure Belt has
totally forgotten.
as much short-term memory as.
As Emery does, yeah.
Cool.
I definitely do a fun little dance though.
Okay, yeah, you do a fun little dance anyway because it's just a vibe and it's
days.
almost the end of the semester.
Yeah.
So
I'm walking into the exam hall. I just see.
yeah, I mean, like, it's just the classroom that you were in. Like it's just yourself and Professor Lang. So.
And for skill modifier,
So
is
the
this...
first check is going to be Arcana, and the second one is going to be Insight.
Okay, and on the D4, do I pick which
Yeah,
one
you
of
have
those
one
two I get to use
D4
it
and
on?
one reroll to spend.
Okay, I'm gonna go. I'll do the Arcana one first.
You
I'm
can
actually
choose after you know the result of the roll, but not before I tell you whether or not it's a success.
Okay. Okay, so that's an 18 on Arcana.
18 is a slay. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Okay.
Statistically, can't go wrong.
Instead of pass fail, is it slay or flop?
It's there might have been a syllabus revision.
Yeah.
Strixhaven Pride syllabus.
Okay. Okay, so that's a dirty 20. But I used the D4.
Okay.
Bring it up. So it's a dirty 20
on the insight. So you, using your academic skills, then after studying hard and remembering your lessons with Dina, you have aced your retake of the magical physiology test. So you got both checks right. You rolled above a 12 for both of them, and you have aced the exam, and you will not have to take any more private lessons until you fail another exam. You all will.
Is it possible to keep those going?
Keep the
Private lessons going.
Varela, like at the end of it, when you're handling your exam, she looks through them and she's like, "Yes, very good, very good. Congratulations, Cole. I'm glad that you have prioritized your studies this time, and it seems you have passed this exam with flying colors. You want to continue the lessons with Dina? I don't hear that very often.
What can I say? I'm a glutton for punishment.
Well, maybe Witherbloom College is the college for you. I'm sure Dina will be delighted to hear that. I will. Meantime, wonderful winter break. I said the episode title. I said it. Okay. So, Cole, you step out of the Magical Physiology's lecture hall, and there's a little, as standing on the outside of the doorway is Dina in her verdant green robes and long flowing ivy hair and glowing orange, like sap colored eyes. She's just clapping very, very softly. And she's like, "Good job, newbie."
Uh-huh. Thanks.
I hope you have a great winter break.
You too. And he's like half a smile at her.
Oh, don't do that. You don't force it, sweetie. That's fine.
Oh, thank God. And it's just, it's straight back to...
She's like, resting bitch face suits you.
Are you doing anything for winter break?
I mean, I'm actually going out this year. I don't often do it, but Killian has wrangled me to some social thing or another. I actually don't know where I'm going. He's just stringing me along. I'm his +1. It's like a win. He always gets tied off to stuff and gets to tag. I get to tag along, so that'll be fun, I guess. I'd rather be here, but girlfriend duties. What about you?
I'm so sorry, Tina. I literally caught none of that.
It doesn't matter.
It's
if Declan didn't physically hear me, like Dina doesn't like care.
Oh no,
Yeah.
100% dude.
Okay, cool. I was gonna check. This is an online call, so like. But you're good. Yeah. Dina's just like, oh yeah, whatever. Yeah, if you're around Heavenfell, I guess I'll see you maybe.
Who knows? I spoke to the at this stage. I think I'm going to be leaving, like walking past her. I spoke to the professor as well when we come back from the break. I'm hoping keep our lessons going. Bye, Dina. Have a great break. Don't freeze to death. And
Bye. And you go off. And before we return to our other 3 wonderful players, I want each of you to roll a d8.
Okay.
Scary.
Okay.
Oh wait, sorry. Actually, first I need you all. Okay, yeah, you all can have your rolls, but first I need you to roll a d20.
Okay.
Yeah. This is how I've
13.
worked it out so that it's fair but random.
16.
18.
8.
Okay. So in order of highest, tell me your d8 result.
7.
Okay. And then next one.
4.
4. And next
7.
7. Okay, Jake,
Ooh.
roll again.
Oh.
Ha ha ha.
7.
4
again. 1.
1. Pass.
7, 7, 1.
I also
Alright.
got a 4, so.
Okay.
Ah!
roll
Oh,
again?
this is good. I like this. Okay, cool.
Do you want to roll again?
No, you are. No, you just get the last one.
Oh.
Ooh.
This is
Stop.
yeah. This is the only way I can figure out how to make this fair and random, but it's not bad. It implies bad things, but it's good. I promise.
We
So
love strife.
now in the private Discord servers, I'm going to just drop a wee little stat block for each of you, or an assigned NPC. Your government issued NPCs. Where are they?
Finally, the government is issuing boyfriends.
Okay, wait. Actually, yeah. In that case, I'm sorry, Jake. It's not a boyfriend. That is for Jakey. And you don't need to, and then no need to announce them to the stream. It will come up later. Then for Emery and for Cole. Who did Cole get? Oh, okay, cool. So giving you guys more work is what is happening.
Yes, we love work.
Yeah,
More
and then
work.
Zenith, you get the last one. Not the last one. You get the one that. So did everybody get images in the Discord?
Yes, and thank you so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
my
This
god.
feels
yeah.
correct.
Okay, you guys got it. So with that will come up later. You should keep watching. We will move on to what you guys want to do for the last week of college at Strixhaven. Afterwards, it is winter break for about 2-3 weeks, and you have all been formally or informally invited to a house party by none other than our good friend Greta Gorun at her
Yes.
family townhouse in the upper levels of Heavenfell City. And she's like, she couldn't shut up about this about a week ago. And she's like, okay, so Vivian is having a house party, guys. She's having a house party. And because I'm her sister and I'm also cool, she's so cool. She's letting me invite some of my friends. So obviously you guys are invited and a bunch of other people of our friends are going to be there. You guys are coming, right?
Well, we have to, I'm sure.
Love a good
Yeah, have
party.
you all been to Heavenfell before? I know, Zenith, you mentioned you're from there.
Just outside the city, but yes.
Yeah, brilliant. Oh, that's so great. Oh, I'm so excited. So it's a fancy dress party. The theme is winter, frost, ice, sparkles, snow. So you guys, it's in the second week of the break, so you guys have time to find an outfit. There's plenty of shops in Heavenfell. If you guys are going there early, Rosie and I can show you around into the shops or anything. I'm sure Bry's got something, but I'm sure you guys will be able to find something too. Yeah.
I mean, I won't be wearing a double outfit. That I'll be contacting a designer, but I do appreciate the knowledge of my style. Yeah.
Well, yeah, of course. You're the style lion. Style lion.
It'll be a rush job.
Yeah. Well, a short deadline breeds ingenuity.
Oh,
Is
cool.
something
That's not
Vivian
my
says.
problem.
I don't
That's
know.
their problem.
Prismari students are weird. But and also so some of Vivian's friends are and she leans in, she's like, some of Vivian's friends are big wigs. I think the twins are gonna be there.
Ah.
Yeah, Vivian's kind of gotten real chummy with them because they're both Prismari second years. So I'm just saying, she probably won't want us bugging them, but it's kind of a big deal. Okay, I'm kind of freaking out, but guys, don't freak out.
I don't know why everybody's so obsessed with them.
Because they're heroes. They obliterated a big evil dude. I don't know.
I mean,
They're
look,
cool.
they're just from the sky. It's fine. So many people are.
I thought only one of them was from the sky.
Well, they're twins, so surely they come from the same place.
Maybe they're
Suspected from the sky.
magical twins.
Zenith, we have
Suspected,
neither
yes.
confirmed nor denied whether they're from the sky. We've been over this.
Well, regardless, even if they are, they're not that special. I mean, I am too. You don't hear me talking about it every
Zenith, you're
second.
very
every day.
special.
Oh, thank you.
You are special, exactly.
Oh, okay, so great. So I'll see you guys there. Oh, that's so great. Oh, I'm so excited. Oh, I should go tell Vivian. And she jumps off. Heavy footsteps inbound. But so yeah, you guys have a party invitation, and the teleportation to Heavenfell is not an issue. It is free transport for anybody who wishes to go for winter break to see family or do whatever. And yeah, it's you're called. There's no Christmas or anything. That's not a thing here. But but it's just winter break, whatever that means in this world. Or whatever it means to you.
Do we have time to do a little bit of like some things before we go?
Well, what would you like to do?
I would like to speak with Professor Vess, if I could.
Professor Vess. Oh, okay. Absolutely. Yeah, you can catch her on the Witherbloom campus in her own small, private, darkly lit lecture hall.
Slay.
Yeah, and a class of second years is filing out. All very... It looks like she, like, curates her students, that they all kind of look dressed like her. A lot of dark clothes. You like kind of some of them kind of remind you of the way that Cole dresses.
She just gets all the goths.
Yeah, all the goths are really drawn to her for some reason. I can't imagine
and
why.
There's this like bright blue.
Yeah,
creature just walks through. Right?
Yeah, but the classroom is empty, and you can see Professor Vess is sorting around some files. But you can feel free to intrude if you like.
I will just if there's probably a door. I'm assuming to her.
Yeah, there's a door. Yeah,
it's I would just knock on the frame to announce myself.
Yeah, she doesn't look up, but you hear yes.
Hello, Professor Vess. I don't mean to take up too much of your time.
Zenith, come in.
Yes. I'll walk in. Before we remove ourselves for winter break, I had just a few concerns.
Concern
has there been any more Ging Watson sightings in your? Have you seen anything new? Has anything else come up?
On my end of things, unfortunately, no. Or rather, fortunately, there have been no attacks. Unfortunately, that means there's no new information.
I may have some information. I took a look at all of the books that you told me about, and I couldn't quite put it together. I know it's a puzzle. I know there's something here. I feel like there's a reason all of these specific books were selected.
Well, you looked at the information, right? Did you find where that came from?
There's one specific cellar in Heavenfell, I believe. Was it Heavenfell? That's out of character. Yeah, there's one specific cellar in Heavenfell that seems to be connected to some of them. I don't believe all of them. But we're going that way for winter break, so I will probably be looking into things a little bit. I just wanted to, so forthright with information in this, I wanted to keep you updated because I feel you have the interest of the college at heart in a way the other professors don't. Not to speak ill of my superiors, but you have forgive me, but you have an air about you. I feel like you've seen a lot of things, and I feel like you understand something that I'm missing, and I feel if we exchange information, we might be able to get there somehow.
Well, I can most assure you, I have most certainly seen things that have taught me a thing or two. In my old age, which is... she physically does that. She like...
It's just kind of like, the hand is... But you... Well, I will make something. You look very young.
And you're very smart, I can tell.
Well, I try. I read a lot.
Well, that's good.
Besides the point.
I'm not a huge reader, but I think that there's much to be gained from all these old dusty books. And if you think you have a lead on where these imposter books came from, I would encourage you to pursue it with caution. Don't be stupid.
Of course.
You get yourself killed, it'll find its way back to me.
Is there a way that I could contact from Heavenfell if needs be?
Probably. One moment. She like swivels around on her heel and like pulls some things from her drawers. She like pulls out like it's very rapid fire. She's like bone, bush, cage, dead plant, and she like pulls out like she's like, oh, there we go. Here you are. And she hands you a small pale gray stone with like a little circle in the middle of it. It looks a little bit like a Google Nest.
Have your complimentary Strixhaven's Google Nest.
Yeah, and she's like, now, in case of an emergency or development in the task that I have given you, please feel free to contact me only if there's a development. It is also my holiday. So,
Of course.
But I am putting a great deal of trust in you, Zenith, and your 3 friends.
It's very appreciated, Professor Vess, and apologies again for disturbing you as you're about to, as you said, go on holiday.
Yes.
I will try to find something. If I do, I'll contact you. Otherwise, enjoy.
Of course. I will see you in the next semester.
Zenith makes like a bow and then leaves.
She like kind of like
Little
she
bow.
like she's like yeah, you hear her kind of like chuckle slightly to herself and you leave. Is there anything else you would like to do?
That's me.
So
All right.
Is Heavenfell one of the biggest cities or a nearby city?
It is both the biggest and nearest, which is not saying much for either, because Strixhaven is in a very remote part of the continent.
Oh, okay. So
It's like at the top of the mountain range. Heavenfell is like halfway down.
Just kind of
Is it
wondering
just-
if maybe Bride's family would have a holding there, maybe a townhouse or something. Maybe not where they live or where they're from, but
Yeah. I guess we'll put this down to a roll. Roll a d20. Above a 10, there is a holding warehouse or something.
that's a 2.
That's a 2. No. This far away from the west coast, the Weavermain business has not
Weavermain
reached.
LLC.
Yeah, Weavermain LLC has not reached that far east.
Just wondered
It's
if it's
trying,
going to be a, couple of weeks sleepover in Heavenfell.
You can you can send a quick little letter to let them know that you are holidaying abroad. That is, you disappearing for weeks on end is not something they're unaccustomed to. So that's that's absolutely no issue. You are a little more strung out in terms of support because it is the holidays. You do get a bag of coins for your finishing your semester. Let's say let's roll for your allowance. That's a spin down dice, which should be illegal.
You can feel his pride prickling.
Yeah, I know how much money.
Yeah, you wake up at one of the mornings and there's a ding, kaboof, and like a heavy thud from inside your desk-built mailbox or whatever. And you, why did I do this thinking I wouldn't have to do math? Okay, so you get a bag with 125 gold,
Ooh.
Nice.
which is modest for you, but it is, and it's a little, but attached to it is a little note in your mother's pen that reads, "Good work." And yeah,
After reading it, he snarls a little bit, and while he doesn't have a temper tantrum like he did before, he does do little shitty rips and just
perfectly fine.
For the rest of us,
Yas.
because the party's in the second week, right?
Mm-hmm.
What is the plan for us? Are we like staying at somebody's house or?
There's accommodation ready in Heavenfell if you so wish. There's inns, hotels, such and such. You have the option of staying on campus until it is time. People stay at Strixhaven during holidays sometimes, just for whatever reason. So it's really like whatever you want to do.
All right, I'd quite like to roleplay this actually.
Yeah, roleplay away. Roleplay go on.
I guess Belt gathers the gang together,
Yep.
and it's just like maybe at the pub or something,
Mhm.
and it's just like, right, okay, so obviously this party is like the event of the season, so we need to go to it. But what's the plans for beforehand? Because I honestly would rather pluck my feathers out than go home.
Oh, thank fuck for that. I do not want to go within 5 foot of the place. I'm 50
I mean,
foot.
look, I probably should stop by the temple to say hello to my family.
We could do that on the way.
Yeah, I wouldn't like to spend. They understand that I won't want to be spending too much time there. Maybe perhaps a few hours. I would like to see Tanya. I do miss her so. However, I have a little bit of business in Heavenfell. If you all would like to accompany me.
Cheeky.
So, I was nothing like that.
I
right.
bet Zenith, a little bit of cheeky business.
Zenith like goes purple
Little
underneath,
bit of
like
dealings.
this purple kind of. I was speaking to. This is going to sound worse. I was speaking to Professor Vess, and she. My research in the library has led me to believe that a cellar in Heavenfell might be responsible for the Ging Watson books. So I would like to just take a little bit of a look and see if
no worries.
they might have something.
So when you have to sneak off to a mystery basement, just don't ask any questions. Got it?
Can I roll insight? Because I feel like I want to just know whether like Zenith is picking up the tone. Because
Yeah, absolutely. Roll for insight. I can't give you disadvantage.
Well,
But-
I don't think it's very high anyway. It's like 10. I'd say I barely pick up on his tone.
Yeah, you get a kind of a jokey kind of like tone, but he's like, but you're also like, he could be serious. Like he might like,
Yes.
like he fully expects you to like do dirty stuff in a basement.
Well, look, he could be keeping some of these evil books in a basement. I mean, you are correct. Just some business. That's all.
Back alley basement business. Got it.
Okay. Okay, Zenith, you are Heavenfell adjacent native. You've been in the city, so I will get you know the name of the bookseller. It's called the Hourglass.
Yes.
So I'll get you to make a history check to see if you know anything about if you've seen the bookstore before, basically, if you remember it.
I am just. I feel like Zenith would do this if he was trying to remember, but I'm going to take on the form of the dragon. My starry form of the dragon. It makes my intelligence checks a little bit better.
Yeah, you see Zenith's Zenith takes a moment in the bar and like his eyes go like solid black and twinkly for a second as they like enter their mind palace.
Yeah, literally, I'm Sherlock Holmesing.
Yeah.
Have we seen him do that before?
It's a 19.
19, yeah. So you have actually been in the Hourglass before. It is a pretty reputable bookstore, especially for those of the arcane studies. And I
assume I would know the proprietor then, yeah.
Yeah, the proprietor is a man. What is
man.
What is his name? What's the guy's name?
Zenith just drops the conversation. The bookstore owner is a man. It's got to be
not a man.
I absolutely wrote down who the bookstore owner is, but you never met the bookstore owner, but you do remember a lovely silver-haired clerk, a young girl. But that's all you know. because that's the only NPC I've got written down for this. Girl, I need bullet points. I need to stop writing in paragraphs. Is that? Yeah, you remember like a pretty silver-haired shopkeeper girl. Yeah, and you remember because she complimented your silver.
I love that.
Yeah, we love a shopkeeper compliment. But yeah, that's all
I know
you
where
remember.
it is. At least.
Yeah, you remember it's like in like the some of the higher tiers of Heavenfell.
Right. So do we think maybe we should like get an inn before the party, like the night before, so we can like see some of the sights? I've not been to Heavenfell, so.
In where?
Before Heavenfell, just like the night. Well, I just want to see the sights a little bit.
It might be nice. Heavenfell is beautiful.
We can stop by your church.
You're welcome to spend the night in the garden if you wish.
You're from there
Are
as
you
well?
returning to the garden? Oh,
Just a little outside. I'm sure my sisters get on famously with all
Yes,
of
okay. No, we definitely
no.
absolutely have to meet both of your families.
well, I mean, my family's it's just Tanya, really. She's kind of like an older sister to me. No, everyone else is just temple people.
Okay, right. Okay, we're going to meet your sister and your sister as well. And it'll be great. We'll have a good time. What do we bring as gifts?
Oh, don't bring, please, no gifts to the temple.
You
just,
have to.
just our time. We're quite an austere folk. We don't material possessions aren't so important in the temple.
Oh, is
It's
that why
like
you're so
sentimental
weird
possessions.
about me dressing you up?
I'm just not used to having all of these shiny, lovely things, and I feel strange around them. That's all.
I like shoot a look to Brian, like, what? Dear?
With the scarves. I gave him the scarf.
No, but what does austere mean?
Sorry, did you say poor? Did you say poor?
Yeah.
You just see Bells coming with a Paris Hilton "Stop Being Poor" t-shirt.
But the sleeves are cut
Your
off.
sister's
How did you know I
name.
was going to wear that?
Austere.
Zenith and Austere.
Oh.
Austere sounds like
Call
a
her
fancy
Austere
name.
for short.
That's actually quite a cute name.
That's like one of those like really like biblical names. Like it's like after like the virtues. Oh, this is patient.
It's that meme that's
Austere.
like,
Yeah,
what would be a beautiful name if it didn't mean what it meant? And it was like, chlamydia.
Yeah.
Not chlamydia. Oh God.
But no, Tanya is like a sister to me. She's mostly my family. There's the temple master and a few other people, but they're we just
Is Austere the
Yes.
temple master?
No, austere is a word, darling. It means
Dirt poor.
basically it means without expensive things or without.
That sounds
Belt looks up at you
awful.
with big, wide owl eyes and like a single tear forms.
Like if you cried.
The more Zenith was about to say something about money being a disease, but he's decided to bite his tongue instead.
Well, we definitely have to bring them something nice. That's
What do
really
you do for
sad.
fun? Or what do you give yourself when you're sad?
I mean, we pray to Kelmir and we make wine. We
I see.
do
That makes a lot
housework.
of sense. Yeah.
Yeah,
the
we
wine
get
must
it now.
help.
Zenith says it's just like looking into his glass of red, just kind of puts it down. It's like,
I love wine, and I'm fucking loaded.
that well, information.
I
We
mean,
all-
that word can be used in so many ways to define you.
Hey, not every night.
Bill has no idea what that means. It's just nodding.
I love the dichotomy between Brian and Cole's room, and I'm guessing the very sacrosanct environment of Zenith and Belt's room.
It's just us playing patty
Yeah,
cake
we
and
just-
all sharing secrets and
That's
bringing
right,
us
that's
side of the
right.
wall. There's one
That's
side of the
right.
Brian's also playing patty cake, but very differently.
Oh. Not the patty cake.
And then on the other
Patty
side of the
cake.
room is just a pile of dirt with a guy in it. Just filth. Back and forth, filth.
Oh, I hope Rye is getting his monkeypox vaccine.
Cat flu.
Meow. All right.
Just, as for my sisters, usually money.
So I haven't been to the gardens. How far are you outside of Heavenfell, Cole?
Stone's throw distance, really. We're literally on the edge.
Of glory.
Oh. I guess I've never been to the gardens, but it would be nice to visit, I guess.
What's the going rate for a simple penthouse in that area?
Just nothing fancy. Just like 4 bedrooms, like a communal area, private chef.
Well, I tell you what. When we get there, Bri, I think you get to have. I mean, because like I said, you're free to stay, so you can have first pick on where you want to sleep, which room.
Oh, thank you.
Zenith just kind of like throws a knowing glance and then back. just like, wow, you're so lucky.
I feel really bad now. Just the other day, I was telling everyone how you're such a moody git, and you're so
Up
nice.
front, the temple is.
Do you mean today? Like an hour ago?
It's in front of my face.
The temple is quite bare bones. There's probably beds for everyone. But we don't have
beds.
But we don't have to stay there overnight. I just want to see Tanya. That's all.
Well, we could visit and then we could stay in a place with beds.
Perfect. I just know the monks are going to invite us for wine and ask us to stay and join in prayer circles.
I can drink the wine.
Yes.
I know a few gods that want
We
me
all-
on board.
Well, Elmir is. He loves everyone.
But we
He loves
a lot in
love.
common.
Loves-
What is Kelmir? You said it before, and I don't know
he's
what it is.
he's a minor god of the sky. He's a god of joy, peace, love, and prosperity.
Oh, I should probably know who he is if he's from the sky.
Yes, like me.
Oh, I was more just meaning flap my wings.
I
Understand.
thrive in prosperity, and I spread joy everywhere I go.
By joy, he means his legs. Are we?
That's not fair.
God, I could watch
This is
this
just-
all day.
This is just sniping the game, and I'm living.
Oh wow. Okay. We. As much as I would love to witness all of
You
this,
promised.
we do have a little. We are going to proceed to the weekend and the end of your first semester at Strixhaven.
I'm so emotional. It's the end of the semester.
Oh God.
Jesus Christ. But you have them in the barrel. And
It's just like just
perfect time.
I'm screaming and shaking and crying and throwing up and pissing. Speaking of piss, we are going to take a little break. So I can go to the little they them's room, and so we can all collect ourselves. And yeah, we'll be back in 5.
Oh, bye.
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 just absolutely gushing piss. Like it was ridiculous. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
We're
back,
frying
right?
chicken in there.
You fried chicken in there? Sorry.
Jesus Christ.
Cod, actually.
When I was wearing that vest, the Rouge vest, I really hoped someone was going to say something like that to me from that meme, and no one did.
Oh God, yeah. Anyway, I hope you're all sufficiently hydrated and have collected yourselves. I'm both talking to Twitch chat and my players, because now that your first semester at Strixhaven has wrapped up, you have the world is your oyster, and by the world I mean Heavenfell, the one city that I have actually put any thought into that you guys are going to. So, as some of you have arrived via teleportation circles, the nexus of Strixhaven Central Campus is opened up once more for everybody to use, and there are many students filing in and out in groups and on their own, coming to and from their homes and holidays. Some families are reuniting, others are just traveling solo, and you guys are be directed to a small teleportation circle that will bring you guys to Heavenfell.
Nice.
Is Mr.
And-
Minty teleportation man there still? Is he the one teleporting us away? Do we remember him? The Minty teleportation man.
It was, I believe, it was you and Cole who had that
Minty
individual-
teleporter.
Minty teleporter.
Mr. Minty.
Ooh,
That sounds like a drag name or something.
very quickly.
Ladies and
Sorry.
gentlemen, please join the stage. Minty teleporter.
Very quickly.
Fresh.
Just before we we go.
Yes.
How long have we been in for been at Strixhaven for like a week before we get here
Before you get where?
to Heavenfell?
Before we go to Heavenfell.
Oh, it's up to y'all. Like this is like the first day of holidays, but you guys are like free to do whatever you like. I'm just
Do we want
shoving
to?
you.
Do we
in a
want to
direction.
go to Heavenfell for early and just fuck around?
Yeah, I mean, we have a few places to be.
Mm.
I'd love to have a nice little tour of the city. I feel like I'm cooped up on this campus. There's nothing going on. I'd rather just go city as soon as possible.
Let's do it then. Yeah, okay.
And you just hear like a voice of one mage. Please keep your arms and legs inside the teleportation circle. Let's go, come on. And
What about we?
Bry holds his tail in one of his hands.
Is there a gap we have to mind?
you guys, yeah, it's very rushed. It's a very busy day. So you guys, in a flash of blue light, the smell of cardamom fills your nostrils, and you guys are. Your stomach drops out from under you with a very rapid feeling of vertigo that vanishes very quickly. And so you hear some dogs barking immediately as you land in the center of Heavenfell. The busy thoroughfare is bustling, and so there's a dog walker that is going right by. But yeah, it is cold. There is a light snow falling on Heavenfell at the minute. It is the winter months, and you guys are close to the mountains, so snowfall is to be expected. I'm sure you all dressed accordingly.
I'm an owl. I don't need to.
Yeah, you're like a snowy owl.
I'm a snowy owl, so this is my shit. I'm like, oh, temperate weather, finally.
Bry's probably just in the like sheepskin
Xena-
style trench that he wore for the last assignment.
Zenith's from here, so his like regular clothes for going back would be kind of lined with something, I'm sure.
Yeah, comfy.
It's pretty used to it.
Yeah, so as you guys exit the Nexus in Heavenfell, for those of you who have not visited the city, it is a very vertical city built into two mountain peaks, two small mountain peaks in comparison to the larger scale of this mountain range that you are situated in. And you are like pretty close. The Nexus is like very low down, where like the largest population centers are. And you guys look up, and you are greeted by towering structures made of stone and metal and bronze. Very sturdy, very rigid looking. There's lots of bridges and a lot of warehouses that look like they're like jutting out of the rock face, with not but a walkway to go in and out. But you see people pushing mine carts, hauling big slabs of stone. It looks like this is a huge mining town, a very large beacon of industry and that kind of thing. And it is it's a hustle bustle. It's the winter holidays. You're surrounded by fellow students and families. Some are reuniting. People are hugging and stuff. Dogs are walking by, and and you guys are in Heavenfell City.
Oh, it's good to be back.
It's like the fucking the Captain America Civil War like captions. Boom, Heavenfell, Sans Serif. Very dramatic. The city is huge. Probably not as big as your home city, which is a big port town in the west. But yeah, it's tall. In comparison, like this feels like New York. Bri, your home probably is closer to like L.A. or like some Parisian France place, a French Los Angeles. And Belt, I don't know where you're from, so that's like this is a tall mountain city.
Hell.
You've probably flown over it.
So do we find somewhere to stay first, or?
Well, I mean, we've just arrived. Should we not like get some food?
I am hungry.
I want to sample the delicacies of Heavenfell.
I'm starving.
Well,
then we can go shopping.
The last time I remember, there was quite a few street vendors that were very cool.
Let's go. I just start marching away.
I love buying stuff. I love being in the city. I can see all kinds of people. This is my kind of place. I shouldn't be cooked
Come
up
on, guys, to the market.
in there.
While the two rich kids like bound forward to like run around, Zenith is just gonna hang back a little bit with Cole behind because they're just way too excited to be in the city.
We're comfortable.
Zenith has seen all his life. You're just.
They also don't know the way around.
Yeah, I'll point them. I'll be like, not that. This.
Yeah,
that
cool.
alley.
All right, okay, that's fine.
Cool.
Over there.
All right. So what do you guys want to do first? Food. Cool. All right.
What is the delicacy of Heavenfell?
I am a
What is
growing
it
lad.
most known for?
Delicacy of Heavenfell
Yeah.
is the gold nugget canary.
I want to eat that.
That sounds
Have you ever?
petite.
It is a deep fried bull bird, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm an
cool.
owl.
Yeah,
I
that's
eat
kinda-
other birds
You're a
too.
predator. Owls are predators.
I'm a predator.
You predate. Yeah. It's a sweet, and spicy, glazed, deep fried canary.
Nice, let's do it.
Yeah. Yeah. Once the mine technology got really good, they didn't have to use for the canaries anymore, so they decided to eat.
Of that.
Yeah.
I'm like, can I have four of them, please?
Oh, I'm fine.
Yeah.
Oh, 3?
Yeah, 4 is fine. I'll have
Go 4. Oh, all right.
I'll have his one.
Nope, I'm good.
Why not? It's a delicacy. That's rude.
12 silver.
All right.
I mean, we're kind of from here, so we know that. We know that.
You guys are handed 4 dripping, sticky sweet gold deep fried canaries.
I have 1 silver left. I have other money, but just.
Yeah, you probably have more money than that. You've probably been busking like all sisters.
Oh, okay. How much money would I have then? Because I've got what you've told me I've had.
Oh, I have to roll more.
Yes, give me money.
Okay, wait.
Four.
Just make a general performance check.
General performance check.
I guess.
I do this with advantage because of my background.
Yeah.
Do Cole and Venus know how much they've been paid from work?
You do. I will double check that.
18.
It is 8. So you rolled an 18. So that's really good. So I will multiply that by 4.
That's not that good for me. Like one of my lower rolls.
Fine, Emery.
For
Good.
performance.
Roll good. Okay.
Cards be like, oh, I didn't get a 35 on my performance check.
Okay. So you racked up a total belt of 32
Like rogues and stealth.
32
I got below a
gold.
40.
Thank you.
Yeah. And so I don't have the math exactly, but you from both of your collective part-time jobs, Declan, I'm going to cut yours in half because you had to take private lessons, which would cut into your time. So it was, I believe, 5 gold a week for the work, and each semester is like 7 weeks. So
I think I started mine after the first week as well, so
you did.
I'd be like,
Well, I'll still say it's like 7 because I think a semester is like,
okay, perfect.
I said, like I'm trying. It's like slightly different from a regular college semester, but
Yeah.
it is general. So I'll say like 30. So for Zenith, it'll be 35 gold, and then for Declan, I'll round it up to 18 gold.
I took one away just for general expenses that I would have like.
Yeah, that makes sense. I'm not a huge bookkeeper for in that kind of thing, so like you guys generally will have money for whatever you're doing. You also guys haven't like raided or plundered any villages, so like expect to be poor.
I mean, we can do that if you want.
I find it
This is ethical
despicable
D&D, I'll have
that
you know.
D&D Beyond doesn't like calculate the different coins, right?
It does.
Like,
It's not great. It's not a great. D&D Beyond is not a great accounting app, unfortunately.
right.
Um,
No, you can put
But-
it in. You can put it in, Emery. But I have 200 gold. If I ask it to take off 12 silver,
Oh,
it
silver.
won't, it doesn't. It won't.
it's stupid.
Yeah.
It doesn't. Yeah, actually, figure that shit out, guys. I'll get. Wizards bought y'all, so you guys have more money now.
Keep it.
I'm paying for it, so I'm
I
like,
also pay for mine.
Yeah, me too.
So,
I also pay for 2.
you're all honest working with
I'm
the
the
D&D
freeloader.
Beyond subscribers. The sponsor is.
Paid £1 billion
Yeah.
for your silly digital books, D&D Beyond. Where's the book
Exactly.
keeping?
Yeah. Okay, so y'all have money, and y'all just bought some stuff. You got the local delicacies. There's a bunch of other food vendors on this street. It is like a very popular thoroughfare. It's like a street food market. So you could get anything and everything you could think of, and probably more. For at varying price ranges, most of it pretty affordable because it's street food. But also you might get poisoned. So
I
you know.
want to let you guys know that Belt eating that canary is a horrifying sight to behold.
Oh yeah.
Just like,
Like,
Like a duck
Down
with
in one.
bread.
Yeah.
yeah,
Venus
exactly.
has absolutely not eaten his and has probably pawned it off on Belt or Bry at this stage. It's
Oh
just
yeah,
like,
he like held it by the tail and ate his whole. Absolutely, like it would have been a piece of
Oh
popcorn.
yeah, Brian.
to
That was
him.
like eating a little piece of like honeycomb for you. It was
Yeah.
like, but
Yeah, that one mint.
And I think Cole enjoyed the way Belt ate, so he's going to give it his to Belt because he's also not eating that.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. That's
you can actually see some people like visibly flinch as they pass.
Have you ever seen the Owl House?
Yeah.
No,
Okay, it's
Yes.
Hootie from that.
Yeah. Fucking obsessed with
I need to fucking watch that.
It's really good.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
All right, so what next? To the church.
Oh, is there?
oh well, the temple is quite a ways outside the town. That's probably something we could do within the next couple of days. We don't have to do that right away.
What I
Um,
love to do after a snack is
Is it go shopping?
we are already such good friends.
Yeah, shopping.
But what I was really going to ask was, in this city, is there a bathhouse?
Would Zenith know if there's a bathhouse?
It
Probably.
depends on what kind of bathhouse Bry's asking about.
Imagine anyone else had asked.
Okay.
Okay.
Just
just-
somewhere
just
with like
a steam. You
sauna,
just want-
a steam room, some like large pools.
A bench.
I feel like there's some sort of glacial like bath.
Yeah, there's probably
Glacial
like
springs.
yeah, there's
You
like
don't get this kind of gloss with ordinary maintenance, you understand. And it's been a while since I really had a good going over.
Right, I feel like sometimes the kind of grandeur speaking that you use with everybody else. We get it. Like, we know. We understand. I think we've. I'll find you. So I'm gonna roll to see if I know
Sounds
this.
like a lovely goodbye.
Yeah, make it an investigation check.
I use prestidigitation to blow some glitter on your fur.
It gets, but it gets caught in your eyebrow, and you like,
Nice.
you paw at it. You're like, ow, ow.
You're welcome.
16. Yeah, you've the bath. You've been to some of the baths here in Heavenfell. They are primarily steam and ice focused.
Contrast baths.
Yeah, a lot of hot and cold going on. The
love
heat
that.
from the heat from the mines underneath and the volcanic activity is complemented by a lot of ice baths as well above ground.
Would Zenith know the more upmarket ones that he never would have gone to because he wouldn't have been able to afford them? Like, we know them, but like, we don't go to those ones.
What was your investigation check again?
16.
16. I would say, yes, you've heard of some of the fancier bathhouses. You're not quite sure where they are, but you know that they exist.
Yeah. Zenith just says, I know there are good ones. There's a lot of them, actually. There's steam and geothermal activity is quite regular here. So there's some geothermal pools we could probably visit if you'd like.
That would be absolutely amazing.
Wonderful.
Okay, so you can either try to find a fancy one, or you can go to one that you know already, Zenith.
I think I'm going to just go to one that we already know.
Yeah.
Just so that the rest of the party can also afford this thing, should they choose to do it.
That's fair. That's fair. You lead. You actually have to go down a level. You go down a very wide and long stone set of stone steps that is like cut into the mountainside. You're almost like at ground level now. You're not. You didn't start here at ground level. You're still quite a bit high up, but you go lower down, and there is actually a bunch of underground network tunnels as part of the city. So there's a lot of underground areas as well as above ground. So you lead them to I want to say Steamworks, but that's not.
The steam vents.
Yeah, you go to the vents. Yeah, it's just called the vents, which probably is a bathhouse somewhere.
Definitely sounds like one.
And a gruff-looking older dwarf man greets you guys at a small, rickety reception desk, and he's like, "Afternoon."
I would love, please, to have a sports massage, like a deep tissue massage, particularly up around the kind of shoulder.
You're too tall. Get down here. My neck isn't what it used to be. I can't see you're saying.
I would like full body massage, but with particular focus on the shoulders. And also, do you have any conditioners? I would like full body fur treatment, nice deep clean, a steam after, and then I would like some guided meditation in a quiet room. And I would also like to have a whiskey in the massage.
Whiskey you can get you. You either have a dry or a wet sauna.
What?
What's a what?
Dry or wet? Dry steam, wet steam. Take your
You
picks.
meant the whiskey.
Pretty simplistic, but it's effective.
I thought steam was wet anyway. How is it dry?
It's heat.
What?
So where do you do the massage?
If you want the massage, you're gonna have to go about 5 doors down there, and a lovely yuan tea lady who gives the most wonderful massages. But that is an entirely separate business. If you want those fancy stuff, you could go to the higher levels, but down here we like to cater to the miners and the more working class, if that is to your liking.
Do you have like a pool, like a geothermal pool?
We do indeed. We have a communal geothermal pool that is our basic entry fee.
It's
All right, I'd like to go there, please.
That will
Same.
be. Let's see. How much is this?
Sounds like there's going to be plenty of times to get pampered.
Yeah, that yuan tea lady could really help you out, I feel like.
I love a tea massage.
What?
So it is
Zenith is just
three. It's 3 copper for each of you to get into the vents.
Alright, guys, come on. We're not all rich, okay? I'm down.
I mean, Zenith, you wanted the one you knew,
Is
Yeah.
this a
and Zenith,
copper?
you've been here before.
Zenith is I'm happy.
These little
Yeah.
coins are so cute.
Yeah, they fit like a copper probably fits like on your fingertip, right? Like very small.
Belt like smashes a copper up onto the.
As time goes on,
100
belt
copper
gets
in a
even
gold.
smaller.
All right.
So you guys all get pay for the basic entry to the geothermal pool, and all of you will also have. It gives you towels, the cleanliness of which is dubious.
That's all right. Magic. I clean them.
And the dwarf guy at the counter, he's like, "Well, you could have waited till you got inside to do that, but I am sure those were perfectly clean in the first place."
Magic.
Magic away, little man. And then you guys go. Yeah, you guys all go to the geothermal pool. There's already a few people in there. It's chill. It's quiet. The floors are a bit slippery and not super clean, but I hope you have flip-flops.
I just fly over.
It's very sweaty work trying to fly in a steam.
Oh, I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not waterproof. This is awful.
Yeah, you get very heavy with the feathers. But you guys are able to avail of a relaxing, chill steam pool.
I'm like in the water. Like you can just see like my eyes.
Yeah, it goes
A
up
little
to
bit of a
about that
beak.
height.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've needed this for weeks.
See, it's not all about money. A simple geothermal pool will just fix you.
Oh, Zenith, everything's
Nice.
about money.
That's true. It is.
Like, this is lovely.
Not here,
Don't get me wrong.
Liz.
I love roughing it as much as the next guy. But, like, if this
How
also
much
had
salt
whiskey
and
masseurs and, like, people that walk back and forth and, like, put incense on your head and use shape water to
mean-
massage you with tea.
people are walking back and forth as we go, and I'm pretty sure that person over there is probably drinking some whiskey. This is just delightful. No need for money.
Cole. I mean, we paid to get in here. How do you feel, Cole?
Cole is, if possible, sitting on a chair outside the pool because no. Communal pools, no.
Bro, I kind of like uses
Yeah,
it.
there's
I mean,
there's
he's been-
stools.
he's-
to, like,
Geothermal
swish out
water
some
is very enriching.
Yeah, but you didn't share a dorm room with the walking petri dish this
What are you talking
semester.
about?
So
I mean,
I
it's
wanna
quite-
suck up some of this Bry soup.
I really wish you didn't
Maybe
say
you should
that. As
do that.
I
Yeah,
got
Belt
it.
accidentally
That's
inhaled some.
specimen.
He was like, "Bleh."
Shakes his fur.
Aw.
I definitely like splash Cole a bit. Hijinks.
So if we splash you with this, does it like go in your body?
Absorbs it probably, yeah.
I'm not gonna even try and figure out dryad physiology and hydro chemistry.
I feel like
so-
a geothermal pool would be really good for a dryad.
Yeah, I think so.
yeah, and steaming.
Minerals and
people
shit.
steam their plants.
Yeah, no, there's so
Right.
much minerals in
Mm.
like geothermal water.
Honestly, Cole would be really good for you. Just get your roots in here, honestly. Just angle a little bit.
What are Cole's roots? Are they his toes?
That's what Belt was beating.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Cole will kind of shimmy over to the edge of the pool and just kind of sit down, and just dangle his feet into the pool. But
The limit.
that is the limit.
Can you like
Yeah, he's also-
feel the steam? Like, is that kind of...
I mean, can you? We all can.
You got me there, but like, I don't eat the steam. I eat the canaries.
Well, actually, and Zenith is going to give like a little bit of a lecture on like how much water is in people's bodies. It's just going to start going off.
Yeah, that's what you can ream on about water all you like.
Well, it's just like, why
you guys
did you do
you
that?
guys were given, you guys paid for an hour. So
And that's about the time of the lecture, right?
I leave when we're leaving.
That's the way their clipboard presentation.
When we leave,
Waterproof.
as we leave, I'm going to leave a 3 copper tip.
Yeah, absolutely. The older dwarf gentleman is like, hope to see you again. Maybe not you. He points to Bry.
Who is doing a big stretch from like maybe it's kind of starting from the small of his back. Looks like maybe 3 stages of evolution ago he would have been doing like a house cat stretch.
Yeah.
I'm definitely like on Bry's back, just like spinning around, drying myself off.
Actually, that was pretty entertaining. Maybe you should come back.
Well, do we want to maybe do a little bit of shopping for that party that's coming up? Or perhaps we could check out a reputable bookstore, maybe, perhaps?
Is this that one that was with the books that came to life?
Yeah.
All right, how are we doing it?
See, that's the thing. I don't know. Do we go in at nighttime? Do we go in at the daytime? I feel like this place is... I feel like the Heavenfell city guard probably wouldn't appreciate us breaking into a bookstore.
I have an idea. We could go in the daytime and I could see the person who owns it, and then at night I could become that person, just slightly smaller probably.
We'll workshop it, I think.
I thought by going in at night you meant to break in.
Yeah, I don't think we should do that. I think that's a bit illegal.
It's quite illegal.
Mm-hmm.
Look, the options are on the table. It's up to you. It's your city.
Well, you guys are still it's the afternoon. Like, there's plenty of time until evening. It'll take you like maybe an hour on foot to reach where the bookstore is, to your memory. It is also it's an hour walk in the other direction to get to the temple to Kilmere, and probably another hour beyond that if anyone would like to visit the gardens. Probably longer, to be honest. It's like in the foothills of the mountain. So that's the scope of time for either destination.
It depends. Yeah. What would we like to do? We have quite the agenda.
Should we go to the bookstore then? Should we do the temple and the gardens tomorrow?
That sounds like a good idea. We could go to the bookstore, kind of have a little look around, and then perhaps
pub
rest. Yes, we could find a good inn and rest, and then head on to the temple and the gardens tomorrow.
Good vibes.
Works for me.
Alrighty. So you ascend the city of Heavenfell, and as you get higher, the stonework gets nicer. The brass is more well polished. The people's clothes get fancier. The dogs get floofier and smaller, and apparently this city has a lot of dogs. Yeah, they work in the mines. No, they don't.
They work in the mines. Did they replace dogs with the canaries?
No, that would be useless. Dogs are low to the ground. They would not. I mean, they'd be probably good for sniffing gas, but whatever. That's neither here nor there. You guys reach a very shiny-looking retail district, in which you spot a storefront with a very finely detailed and engraved hourglass sign, which on the top it says "the," and in the bottom where the sand falls, and it is an actual hourglass. You see sand is dripping down. You see on the bottom hourglass. This might be the shop.
Might be, maybe.
And you see it doesn't seem to be like super busy. There's a few people filing in or out, and it's not super huge either. It's a lot of the buildings here are like attached They're semi-attached. Like they're all squashed together, and mostly like most buildings appear to be like 3 or 4 stories tall, but very narrow. Everything here is very vertically minded.
I would like to cast comprehend
I'd
languages.
like to get in.
You comprehend languages.
Excellent. Yes.
She
So
understands.
those languages, you know them.
My eyes definitely go like. Have you seen the Guardians of Ga'Hoole?
What?
It's this film about
Yeah.
owls, and then the owls like look at the moon, and their eyes go like massive and white, and they become like it's a whole thing. Anyway, my eyes go massive and white, and that's how I can comprehend languages.
Slay.
Love it.
All right. And yeah, so what do you guys do besides comprehend languages?
I guess I would like to have a wee little look around. I want to see if I can find any copies of the books that were sent to
In the store?
Yeah, I want to see if there's there was there one book that I couldn't find that wasn't. I can't remember the names.
I'm almost positive all 3 of those books were supplied by the shop.
Was there?
I trust my brain that was
Definitely
what
remember
I
that.
decided was happening.
Yeah, I guess I would like to. Oh,
I wasn't damn well gonna write 2 bookstores.
Mhm.
Um,
I'm definitely like
Yeah.
beside Zenith helping.
yeah, so
Yeah.
you enter the bookstore.
I
There's
think.
a ding ding and a very a chirpy young voice. Hello, welcome to the Hourglass. I'm Talia.
Hello, Talia. We're just avid book readers. We're just going to have a little bit of a look around.
Of course. Let me know if you need anything.
Thank
And
you.
she seems to be reading just a small book on her own at the clerk desk.
If
And as you enter, it's like a warm, cozy interior, very like more spacious than you feel like it would be. It feels like it's been very judiciously furnished, so that it feels bigger than it is. But there's you can see like it like ascends in tiers like to like like smaller and smaller floors with like more crammed and crammed bookshelves. So like and there's probably thousands of books in here.
Hmm.
But yeah, you can search around if you like.
I would like to go to any section on astrology and astronomy.
Those are 2 very different sections. The astrology
Yeah.
is in the well, I'm not gonna say trash, but it is in the very it's in the fluffier section of books that maybe appeal to a less academic demographic. And astronomy is in with all the other hard sciences.
Okay, I think I would go to the astronomy section, and if nobody's around me, like no, like I'm assuming this is like there's sections of the floor where she's not like keeping watchful eye over.
Oh yeah, no, she's not visibly
Yeah.
watching you.
I would like to cast detect magic on myself, and just
Okay.
keep an eye out for any possible magical books.
Okay.
Any possible books that have any sort of a similar magic to the ones that we saw at the King Watsons,
Okay. To similar magic to the Ging Watsums.
if
But
possible.
you are, but yeah. Okay.
And I'm helping.
This room lights up like a Jackson Pollock painting. This place is full of magical books and magical items and bits and baubles.
It's Brian
Um,
Cole's room under a black light, basically.
Yeah, you
Bright side
probably
of
don't
the
need a
room.
black light.
Bryce, yeah. Oh God.
I mean,
Lion come.
I'm in the room all the time.
Oh my god, my bed!
What can I say?
Awful.
Cats just like to turn over dirt.
Oh God!
Oh no, it's a litter box.
What have we?
What if we?
Why have we only put this together now? Oh God!
More like a lot
Oh,
of box
God.
by the time I were done with it.
Oh, disgusting.
Put it away. Put it away. Okay, we're done. No, we're in a bookstore. Zenith, you, Belt, you see Zenith's eyes flash pale blue as they appear to scan the room, and you understand all the languages and titles on books.
Do you need help with the reading? I could do the reading.
I might do.
So Zenith, you can make an Arcana check to see if you recognize the magical signature of the Gang Watson.
Can I give the help action?
Fabulous. I would like to have a look at something
I would say no, because you are not as magically attuned.
I love
like,
magic.
You love magic, but you are a bard. So
I'm assuming this is like
Zenith is the most wizardy druid I've ever met. So Zenith is basically.
This is like the same. This is not the same day as we were when we were in the bar. Pretty much, no. This is like.
No, that was like a few days ago.
Then I can give you bardic anyway.
Yeah.
I'm also going to take on my dragon form as well.
Well, you're.
Zenith turns into a dragon.
Take on the constellation of the dragon.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, didn't need it. That's fine.
You got bardic if you want.
That's a.
If you don't need it, don't bother wasting the.
I mean, bardic only lasts for
10 minutes.
long. So it's a 23.
A 23. Holy shit, that's a lot. I will say that you, Zenith, definitively do not recognize the same magical signature. You do recognize a lot of really weird and like very kind of intimidating magical auras from a lot of the books, especially books higher up on the shelves that you can sense from where you're standing. Are you trying to be discreet with this magic that you are doing?
I guess. Yeah, I guess so. I guess I probably would be.
Okay, in that case, can I get you to make a stealth check?
Sure.
This is something that you could help with, Belt, if you like.
Okay, I would like to be doing a fun little dance to distract.
You could. Okay, so you want to just kind of like charm the clerk and.
100%.
Okay, cool. Make a charisma, make a performance or persuasion check, whichever.
Okay. A 19.
A 19. That's she's absolutely smitten with you.
Lots of body rolls.
Somehow this bookstore clerk is enthralled with your body rolls. And Zenith, and she doesn't even notice Zenith's eyes and head flashing blue. Like one.
I would be like
away.
behind something as well.
Yeah.
You know, I wouldn't be like out in the open doing it, I guess.
You're being sneaky, sure. Yeah, Belt is giving you more than enough room.
Yeah. Do you want me to roll stealth?
You probably don't need it. It was either stealth or Belt distracting. So
Perfect.
this so summarily works. So Zenith, you've been scanning the room. Cole and Bri, what are you guys doing? Are you guys outside, or have you guys entered the bookstore?
He's probably being, I don't know, large and uninterested. Maybe just like picking at books by the spine on a shelf somewhere, like putting toddler levels of effort into trying to conceal the fact he's bored.
Okay, cool. So none at all. That's cool. Cole, what about you?
Can Cole go chat to Talia once she's finished watching Belt work?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very much like-
absolutely. Yeah.
What book is she reading?
She is reading it looks like it's a small little leather-bound book with a title in a language you don't recognize, but it appears to be small and slim in nature.
I'm gonna Cole's gonna maybe step around Belt
Good luck.
and kind of just awkwardly stand at the counter.
Yeah. It's like, afternoon. Can I help you with anything?
You don't happen to have a copy of the Wyvern King's Daughter in stock, do you?
Wyvern King's Daughter. That's ringing a bell. Let me just check our ledger. And she pulls out a heavy like it looks like a book, but when she opens it, there's no pages, and she just kind of waves a hand, and a bunch of like glowing text appears, and she's just like, it's like a smart screen, and she like folds through it, and she's like, a copy did come in. Were you looking to purchase? It looks like this copy has already moved hands, but we can pull it in another order if that's something you're interested in.
That didn't happen to go to Strixhaven by any chance. Sorry, it's just my caretaker had said that they had sent me a little care package, and that part of it was the book, and it never arrived. So I was just wondering.
Okay. All right. DM question. What's Cole trying to do?
He is trying to see if she's able to pull up a list of sales. You know, like in that he assumed there would be a ledger.
It looks like she is looking through a ledger. But it's like a magical digital ledger.
Yes, and that's going to be out of his realm of things. But that's where perhaps Zenith might come in once I steal it.
Okay.
So, just if it goes back, it was about. It was about 3 or 4 weeks ago.
3 or 4 weeks to Strixhaven, was it? Okay. Yeah, absolutely. And she like flies through. And she like pulls up another tab. And it looks like an even longer list of books. It looks like they supply a lot of stuff to the college. And she's like, oh yeah, no. Yeah, no. It appears that a copy did end up going to the Biblioplex, but there was nothing addressed for any of the students, I'm afraid. Maybe it was an issue with the postal office within the college. But if you come back to us in maybe a week or two, we can have a copy of that ready for you. Would you like the Celestial version or the common version?
Common, please.
Perfectly fine. And she just like takes a little note without looking down on a piece of paper. And so Zenith, you upon big braining your way into this bookshop, you notice the magical flare of illusion magic when she looks at the ledger, which is like illusory text.
When I come around, I would have dropped my starry form as well.
Okay, yeah, you drop and you see belts popping,
just popping and locking,
popping it. Yeah,
So
popping and locking.
it's just a usual day for Belt.
Yeah, with Cole like one leg like over Belt, like leaning in on this and like looking at this like yeah. Yeah. So what would you like to do?
I couldn't. So Cole is asking. I can't see anything. I can't see any of the text. Right?
They like adjust like it's like looking at it through a pane of glass. It is and it's glowing magically, so it is glowing magically and backwards. So you can't read it. I'd say you could, if you roll really high on either perception or intelligence. You have just dropped your dragon form. So
yeah, you didn't use the bardic, did you?
I did.
Oh, you did.
Yeah, you did roll super high for you knowing what magical signatures are in this bookshop. Yeah. But you see glowing text. It is.
I rolled a 23 in perception by myself.
Bitch, what the fuck?
I mean, I should have seen this coming. It's +5. I've got like +5 perception.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, that's fine. So with a very quick glance, and with Cole leaning forward and moving his elbow, so you've got full view of this text, and you're able to read backwards because that's a useful skill to have.
I feel like that's something Zenith would have done. Like, it definitely would have. Like,
yeah, I mean, like I can do it, so I feel like Zenith can do it. Like real.
That was a humble brag.
I can. I actually wrote all of my DM notes backwards.
So you notice a few things about the ledger. It is ordered chronologically, and a book title catches your notice, and it is whatever the book title. Well, you recognize one of the book titles that was a Gingwatsum imposter, and you notice something about the ledger on it that it is a weird kind of X marking near it that a lot of the other books don't have.
That's one of the ones that was a Gingwat.
That was a King Watson that got sent to Strixhaven.
And it's one of the books that I already knew was one.
Yeah, it's one of your known titles. You do see one or two X's on other entries that you don't recognize.
And I know that they've been sent to Strixhaven because this is the list of ones that have been sent to Strixhaven, right?
That the tab that she has opened are Strixhaven books.
I can't like pick out even. Can I pick out like one title out of that? Out of one of the. Is it two like? Could I pick out like words even?
All right, 1 second. You recognize one book name, and that book name is called Hysteria: Incarnation of Trembling Hands.
That's hot.
That's a really fucking cool book name generator. Thank you.
So
So yeah, you spot that. You don't you don't recognize the book name itself. It sounds very esoteric and old. But yeah, that's one of the ones that you notice until this young girl snaps the book cover closed and the illusory text winks out of existence. And she's like, and she sees you, like, are you all right? Were you looking for something?
Oh, I'm fine. A lot of these astrological texts, we have copies in, or astronomical texts. We have copies in Strixhaven University already. I work in the library, and I just wanted to see if there was anything I missed out on.
A fellow custodian of tomes and literature. Have I met you before? Have you been here?
You may have. I'm with the temple of Kelmir outside of the town. I come here often enough. We're used to.
Right. Yeah, I mean, like we don't have a lot of Genasi around, so I recognize. Yeah,
it's true.
Heavenfell is moved on to bigger and better things.
Not cosmopolitan. I always say cosmopolitan instead of metropolitan. I don't know.
Me too. Cosmopolitan is
the magazine and the drink.
Yeah.
Heavenfell is metropolitan enough, but there are few Genasi, so we we're pretty notable. But thank you. Your store is beautiful, and the proprietor isn't around, are they?
No, sorry. Jem is out today.
Jem.
Just me.
That's perfect. Thank you. I think I'll just take, and I'm just gonna take one of the basic astrology books, and I'm gonna buy one.
Okay. So as you do, she's like, so just so you know, astrology and astronomy are two different things. We do have a very really?
I
some people come in here and get confused. Some of the wishy-washy ones go get the really complicated stuff, and then other they get their wires crossed. But
I mean, I think there's merit in both lines of thought, and I like to research both. But I'll take this one.
Absolutely. Let me just check. Yeah, so that one there is 2 gold.
Stunning. I'll take that.
Thank you so much.
I'm gonna give everyone star signs when we come back.
You see,
yes.
has like a
now you have a reason to.
Yeah, I have a reason to give everybody star signs when I come back.
Where are the Libras?
Cole's right there.
Does anybody have any other books they wish to get? Oh, you didn't find the one you were looking for, did you, Cole?
I have it in back order, so hopefully
we're in Heavenfell a while, so we should be able to get it.
Are you guys are on holiday now, right?
Yes, winter break.
Oh, fabulous! Yeah. Well, we're here all the time. We are open 9 to 5, and if you have an order, we will be sure to get it ready for you.
Wonderful. I turn to Bri and I just say, shall we look for other stores to perhaps purchase things? Go continue our shopping journey, Bri?
Oh, I mean, if you want to. If you guys think you might want to move on.
I feel like you're looking ready to move on.
Thank God. Yes.
Oh, sorry. Blue person. What was your name?
Zenith.
Zenith, sorry. Natalia, sorry. We give complimentary bookmarks with each of our purchases.
Excellent.
Yeah, so she just like quickly puts it into the book and then passes it to you.
I still have detect magic on. It is not magical, is it?
The book?
The bookmark.
No.
Okay, good. That's all.
Yeah.
Just in case she was trying to curse me.
Yeah. You see you see like a little hourglass illustration on like the top of the bookmark because it's.
Oh, I kind of want that now. Cute.
Merch.
Yeah. Bill puts the big book that he had up on the thing. He goes, "I don't want this," and then walks away.
Oh, okay. She waves a hand and the book like flies off to a shelf. And you guys exit the bookstore.
Lovely.
Well,
I really think I was like in the zone there. I think that was good. Did you do what you needed to do?
I think we got some information. That was very quick thinking, Cole, to get her to pull up some reference.
And
I think let's move on.
do you not think anybody else did a good job?
Well, I mean, your performances are always noteworthy.
Thank you.
I think that deserves a drink for all of us.
Yes. Are we doing shopping first? Drink then shopping, or shopping then drink?
I'm sure we can shop and then drink. We can pick up some clothes for this party, I'm sure.
It's a good idea.
Is there kind of like a couture neighborhood? Like, is there somewhere?
Are there any
I mean,
ateliers?
I mean, we are in the upper districts of Heavenfell now, so the more pricey establishments should be up this
The
direction.
kind of concepts I've got in mind might require maybe an arcane tailor.
You have you've passed what appear to be a few tailors on your way here. None that were visibly magical, but you never know. So I will leave it to you, any of your discerning eyes, to try and find the right kind of spot.
Do a little roll.
I'm saying is some of y'all have to make investigation.
Okay,
checks.
right. I was like,
I can help you guys look, but I'm afraid I don't come up to this neck of the woods very
Or I
often,
could
so
do
I
an
don't know it.
investigation check.
I can
help.
help you.
He's a man of discerning taste.
One person can help you. I might have it be Belt because Belt is money-ish.
I'm comfortable.
You come from money. So.
This is like the only store that Zenith ever visits on this part of it is the Hourglass.
So that was-
has ever been.
That was an intimidation roll, right? An athletics roll? An acrobatics roll?
Those are what are those words?
Would you
Sorry,
like
can
bardic
you repeat
inspiration?
those?
It was a 5. His investigation is -1, so it's a 4. I don't think all the help and inspiration is gonna help, or is help advantage?
Help is advantage.
Help is advantage.
Oh.
Help is advantage.
And I'm going to give you bardic
Oh.
inspiration as well.
Wow, metagaming, Emery.
It says after seeing the roll, but before knowing the outcome.
So that was
I think
13.
we all-
And then the bardic is at a 4 or a 6.
It's at D6.
Jesus.
4?
That's a 4, so that's 17.
A
I'm
17.
poor. What do you think I am?
So
A druid?
after Bright, you backpedaling to see the nearest tailor, a small homely shop by the name of Maury's Seams, which appears to be a granny knitwear shop, which with no magical potential. Belt pulls your elbow and directs you 180 immediately to a very large and flourishing tailor storefront, which goes by the name of Dream Kiss.
Ringkiss.
Damn, that is the
Ooh.
gayest name I've ever heard. That's
Is
just that's just on the magic book list. So it's like, oh, that's the nearest thing near me.
Dreamcast.
Oh, where you guys going
Right.
after the vents? You going Dream Kids?
It's also a club name.
It does.
Um,
Oh my god, guys, I was like Dream Kiss last night. We were so wasted.
did you see what they were wearing at Dreamcast?
Ugh, I know.
Yeah, and in the storefront behind the glass window, you do see attached to nothing, a hovering and flowing glittery gown, spinning slowly in a circle, and it appears to be shimmering and shifting with some sort of magical flare.
All right, I think this is the place.
Looks kind of better than the place that you were going to. I mean,
I think this might be above my means. So carry on.
Well, you'll never know until you try. Come on in.
exactly. Cole, come on.
You don't have to buy anything. Imagine it's a museum or a zoo
Or an art gallery.
Yeah, exactly.
or an
It's
art,
like an art
gallery. Yeah. Apart from
Because
you can
fashion
buy
is
it.
art. You can buy things in art galleries sometimes.
Not all of them. I've asked
Not all of
in.
them,
I ask in
yeah.
most of them, and sometimes I get a little bit insulted.
Which I don't understand because it's money to buy other. Anyway.
Yeah, like it didn't take you that long, and I want to put it up
Right.
in my gym. What are you gonna do with it? Put it in
It's
another
gonna stay
room for
there.
important people to look at. Give it to me.
Cole is just staring hard at Zena.
Yeah,
These are your friends.
It's just looking back and looking forth and being like,
You've
my
already
God,
developed
see.
the skills. You could just
Eat
do
the
it
rich.
again.
Right?
how about we just, you guys look and we possibly look elsewhere.
No, it'll be fun. We'll go together.
Zenith, imagine you turning up to that party in your like star form in that gown. And the way
I'm
it would
sure I
shimmer
would
and
look-
flow, it looked like you were covered in even more stars.
I'm
And-
sure it would look wonderful for the time being. However, I'm sure that I look to see if there's a price near it. There probably isn't. It's probably
Very
not
nice.
Just imagine it draped over your bones, because you haven't been able to eat for the rest of the year.
I'll watch, and maybe I'll try something on.
And
But
we
I
could probably find you a very cool other leather jacket, Cole.
Why is there? Oh, right, an alarm for a raid. That's not.
Yeah.
That means it's 9 o'clock.
It probably
Anyway.
also means that somewhere one of my Google Home speakers is saying "reminder for JK."
So we enter this dream kiss.
You enter the Dream Kiss. There doesn't appear to be anybody else in here apart from a half-orc shopkeeper that stands about 7 feet tall. They are dressed in they're dressed very plainly, but you can tell that the fabric is very exquisite. Plain white with like gold trim, like a very low deep cut, and their hair is just like slicked back, very chic. And they've like, welcome to Dreamkiss. How can I help you?
Oh, sorry, my headphones have just died.
Oh, I'm uncomfortable already.
Zenith is
I've been in this shop. Just wanted to-
So this is why
I haven't. I don't know where I'm pulling this from.
Oh,
This
I
is
I'm
so
so
poor.
poor.
eerie.
I'm just role playing what I think a rich shop seems like.
You're right though.
You're correct, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Cole feels like Julia Roberts in Pretty Woman right now. They're going to ask me to leave.
Exactly. I see this feels right at you.
Right.
Yes. Sorry, I was just daydreaming.
That's perfectly fine. We have a lot of dazzling garments here for you to look at.
I was hoping that I could get something custom made, actually.
Oh, okay. What were you thinking?
Well, I have some ideas, but I was hoping to maybe kind of represent a designer at a certain affair that I'll be attending next week.
Next week.
I don't know. I was thinking like it's like a kind of winter party, right? And I was thinking that like maybe my entire body of fur could be like kind of polar bear white. You know what I mean? Like and then like I could kind of have like a cape, but like it's like falling snow, but it's only falling where the cape is.
Now that is an interesting request.
Thank you.
Come. And they pull you over like to the desk. They were like wandering around the shop, but they like are like, all right, and they like pull out like a sketchbook basically, and it was like, so do you know the day of this party exactly?
Gang, when's the pie?
Bri doesn't know, but someone else who was paying attention to Greta does know.
It's 2 weeks from now. 1 week and 6 days.
Okay.
Probably a
All
Saturday.
right. Can I get your name?
Bry or Weaver Main?
All right, Mr. Weavermain. Now, I'm going to have to take your measurements. Can you please stand in that circle? And they point to you a very faint little circle on the ground, and there's like a roof, floor to roof building.
Sure thing.
Mirror.
Just walks over.
Floor to ceiling mirror. Yeah.
As all of this is like happening, Zenith just kind of like leans back towards Cole and it's just like, is this absolutely terrifying to you?
I'd rather resit the repeats.
This feels like passing my exam. This is uncomfortable.
Wait, what are we talking about?
Oh no, it's lovely store.
Do you guys want to look at the sale rack? That's where I always go.
There's no sale rack in a boutique.
Oh my god. Jesus. I was starting to feel bad for the flack that Cole was giving off.
Maybe. If you're looking for something a little bit.
Now you've just thrown petrol on that fucking...
Keep it going. Keep it going.
Maybe you guys should head over to Morris Seams.
I was just thinking like anything from last season that we could like reappropriate.
It's that's just what Bri just said. Just gave me that moment in Mean Girls where she's like, "You could try Sears."
Yes.
You could try Sears.
Oh God. Okay. Yeah. So Bri, you step into this to the circle. There's a pale pink flash of light, and the tailor seems to be jotting things down as they're looking, and he's like, very well. Okay. Now, got your measurements, got your name. Let's talk concepts. Winter, obviously, and now they're gonna like talk shop with you. So can I get you to make a charisma check of probably not intimidation, but if you want, you could try and intimidate them into whatever level of outfit you want. So they throw out a quote for the ensemble. Do you know like what exactly kind of garment that you want, like the cut?
Yeah, it'd probably be like the magical cape, and maybe then like some gauntlets and what are shin gauntlets? Is that pauldrons?
No, that's shoulders. Shins are. Oh, I think it's just shin guards.
Yeah.
Like
very.
Okay, so not a lot of actual fabric.
No, like a lot of fur on show, but like maybe gauntlets and shin guards that appear to be like ice sculpture.
Greave, yeah.
And then the falling snow cloak.
Okay, so yeah. And they're taking notes like the whole time that you describe like your vision for this.
I would say maybe the way I'd maybe justify an intimidation check is that he is very spoiled. He knows exactly what he wants, and so he's probably very firm, like quite a Karen about this. You're
giving very self-assured, know what you want.
So there's no
like you're giving off the vibe that you can afford whatever you're talking about.
There's no physical threat of violence, but there's like an interpersonal firmness. Like
it's a financial threat.
Yeah. I mean, like you are physically imposing as well, but they're also quite.
And maybe he's like name dropping designers that want him to wear their clothes back west and stuff like that, and.
Okay. That all helps you greatly with your endeavor for a look. So they do give you a quote for. Well, did you end up? What did you roll for the intimidation?
Oh. 10.
10 is very,
Oh, I have
very normal. 10.
Is this?
Say,
I probably
what, you have a
shouldn't- probably shouldn't use my
Do not
inspiration.
roar at this, Taylor.
Probably shouldn't use my inspiration on an outfit.
I mean, it
You
won't last
absolutely
much
should.
longer. Yeah.
All right, inspiration.
Yeah, it only lasts 10 minutes. That's why I use it on books.
Oh wait, no. Oh, I meant like I have actual inspiration.
Yeah, like
Oh.
D&D. Like
Yeah,
I
yeah,
gave
yeah.
I gave you inspiration at some point for.
So
pulling
that was a
blinder.
14. So then that is a 17.
A 17 is
Oh.
very good. Cool. So whatever I roll on this, it'll be. I'll reduce it by a certain amount. Okay, actually, that's quite affable. Yeah. So they give you a quote of, I'll say, 80 gold
80 gold.
for the cape and gauntlets and shin guards.
Zenith is leafing through like fabrics and stuff on the wall. Here's the quote of 80 gold and kind of just goes,
Yeah, so that's like 800-ish euros, I guess.
So
If
is
there
that,
was equivalent exchange.
half now, half on delivery, or do I just pay on delivery, or
No, full payment upfront.
full payment up front? Of course, that's no issue.
What? Look around you. You think we're going to scam you? If there's anything you are unhappy with, we can discuss it on delivery. But I assure you, all of my garments are impeccable.
It's completely fine. And he hands over the 80 gold.
Yeah, they take it, and with a flick of their wrist, it just kind of vanishes off of the desk to somewhere that you don't see. Perfect. So it will be ready in 1 week and 5 days.
Thank you. Wait,
Perfect.
1 week and 5 days. No chance of a kind of a. What if the day before the party I hate it?
I assure you. If you hate it, then I have not done my job.
Excellent. Well, then I will see you in just under 2 weeks.
Fabulous. Would you like to try anything on?
Yes.
We do have some elemental capes going on. No snow, obviously, but you can try one on to see the flare and see how it goes.
Absolutely.
You know?
And
So
my
let me pull up.
companions
seem
would also
like
like to try on the elemental
something
capes.
Do you have anything quite starry?
Yes, of course. Everyone loves stars.
Z, what do you like? Have a look.
oh, sure. Zenith will have a look at what's there, what kind of starry capes and drapes.
Okay,
are
cool.
going.
Yeah, they have a small selection of starry styled garments. Some are, they have capelets, they have full long capes, they've got hooded ones. They also have like body suits and like jumpsuits. And like some like slim like evening dresses in with a very kind of holographic like ethereal starry like kind of a parallax kind of like it moves.
How much for like a jumpsuit capelet combo?
Jumpsuit capelet, there's going to be I forget how percentile die work. Yeah. Oh yeah, no, I've just been pairing the two together. So it is it's about 150 gold for both of them. This fancy stuff, guys. Y'all are level 2.
How much is it for just the capelet?
Am I out of focus again?
Yeah.
The capelet itself is 60 gold.
Oh, good. These are perfectly.
Oh, damn it,
beautiful.
Micus.
Zenith, you never been
Don't like-
window shopping before?
Give me.
Yeah, these garments are beautiful and clearly very well made, but a little bit above my means, I'm afraid. But they are wonderful work. You do incredible pieces. I'm gonna. Xena's just gonna like back, like just kind of move towards like the exit while like also looking at other stuff, but mostly trying to leave.
Yeah, Cole is going to follow suit and go to the Barani store to get fabric because he's probably going to have to make his own.
Zenith is thinking the same, but I think he'll wait for maybe Bry and Belt to get a little bit excited about a garment or something before he like makes his little dip out.
Belt, are you looking for anything in particular for yourself?
Are there any like accessories in this place?
There is there's a single like shelf for accessories and like a hanging rail that has bangles and like hoops and stuff. So the stuff is elegantly jeweled, not overly so. Everything is very there's a lot of very clean and shining silvers, a lot of blue gemstones going on, a lot of sapphire. There's a couple of like floating bangles that like don't actually like touch the rail they're hanging on, but they hover around them. Yeah, they hover like on the wrists or whatever.
My question is there anything that would suit Zenith and Cole?
Probably. There are in terms of there's like some very tasteful like silvery like wreath style stuff. Like holly and laurel types of like leafy patterns on like bracelets and stuff. They've got bracelets, they've got diadems, they've got they also have like some like chain jewelry and stuff.
Brooches.
Yeah, there's brooches as well.
If I was to get something small but tasteful for Zenith and Cole that like matches their aesthetic a bit, how much would that cost?
So for the accessories, let's do.
And Bry helps. He's like, I've just put a lot of money behind your counter. All I want is a couple of brooches.
Mm-hmm. Yes, of course. So they, so what? So are you looking for like one accessory each?
Yeah.
Yeah. So there is a blue there's a silver blue collar, not a collar, but like more like a torque with like that comes like just like with a gap in the middle. Kitty.
A cat.
Yeah. Cross.
Baby.
Beautiful.
You picked them up like they were a loaf, and I was like, what do they have?
A loaf.
and it seems to have like very faint like star patterns embossed on the metal as it goes around, which it looks like it might be very pretty for Zenith, which is marked at 20 gold.
Okay.
And then there is a very understated laurel silver bracelet for 15 gold.
Cool.
You think that is kind of planty that you think might suit Cole?
I would like to wait until Cole and Z leave, and I would like to buy them, please.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
you can mark off 35 gold.
35 gold.
Belt, our little sweetheart.
Oh, sweetheart.
Jake, is your username on your hat?
Oh, yeah. It was a Christmas gift from Ben.
Wow.
It was a Christmas gift from Ben a couple of years ago.
That's
so cute.
That's so cute. I love that for you so much.
Thank you. I used to wear it on the YouTube channel sometimes.
I figured. I was like, does this bitch have merch?
Amazing.
That's stunning. I mean, that's so cute.
Love that.
And then I guess, fuck it. I don't need anything from me.
Okay. Yeah. They hand you the two things in very, very tasteful blank paper bags with receipts and statements of warranty and purchase and authenticity.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
So I appreciate your patronage.
Actually, I guess, well, since I'm here, I guess, is there anything like just slightly kind of like a little bit punky, a little bit like avant-garde in my size?
But for both of those things is not. It is a bit of a reach.
Okay.
Some of the bangles are kind of cool. Some of them are spiky with like, but everything is kind of wintry themed. There's a lot of blues, a lot of like snowflakes and like glitter. Like it's all very tasteful. It's all very beautiful,
Sheep.
but it's not very punk.
Not very belt. Yeah.
Yeah, you are very you're probably above the tax bracket for authentic punk jewelry.
Yeah, okay, that's fair. I would like to leave this place
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
and maybe find a flea market.
Yeah, flea market is absolutely doable on the lower levels anyway. But you guys are still right now in the upper districts, and if you guys are leaving, you find Cole and Zenith at the what did I say, Mori Seams, yeah, and as you actually and it's very cozy in there, very cottagecore, lots of yarn. You see a lot of stuff that's very like see a lot of like petticoats, Aaron, like not Aaron knit sweaters, but very adjacent like cable knit stuff. And you can just see a very, very ancient gnome woman
Slay.
with like knitting needles like bigger than her arms, like hovering above her, going, and you can see like just like this is the assembly line of like magical knitting, and she's just like, "Hello, welcome. I'm Maury. What can I get for you?"
I guess if you have any, I just need some fabrics. I guess we're just looking for some fabrics to maybe put a garment or two together ourselves. We're experienced enough, I guess.
Oh, wonderful.
For anything deep blue for me.
We absolutely have blues. Let me check now. What were you looking for? Were you looking for something more like a silk, or perhaps a cotton, or
Maybe
and she's like once.
a few different textures, one or two different textures.
Oh, very well. Let's see. It is no, let's see. And she pulls up the so this is 2 gold by the yard. This is this one here is only 5 silver. This one, and she throws about like 6 different shades of blue and different textures in front of you,
Sweet.
with varying at varying price things. The most expensive thing is like an azure blue silk that's like 10 gold a yard.
Perfect. I would take half a yard of that.
Yeah, absolutely. So that you can just mark off 5 gold.
And I'll take like one of the things that was 2 gold, and then like a couple of other smaller ones. I basically just want like some knit, and then a little bit of the silk, and then some of like more of a plain fabric, like the cotton or something.
Yeah, perfect. So yeah, the most expensive thing would have been the half a yard, which is 5 gold. Everything else that you want will probably just put you up by in total. Yeah, so it's in total. Everything is 11 gold.
Fabulous.
And then that's like
Cole-
a couple of yards of whatever blue fabric that you want, and you can customize yourself.
Cole is going to ask for kind of along the same lines.
Yeah.
Majority of it is cotton, though.
Yeah.
And again, half a yard of silk, and all of it in beige. Any kind of light fabrics.
Okay, cool. She also
Like a
has a similar
manila.
array of things, and she is like, yes, perfect. That will be. That's just 9 gold for yourself.
And you don't have. Well, never mind. I've had a thought.
No.
Nope.
That's perfectly fine. I have
yeah.
thoughts all the time. And you say when she says that, like the knits, like you're like the name meals are like. And they go. But yeah, 9 gold for your set of fabrics, because brown is slightly less expensive, or lights, browns, beiges, etc. Fluorescent beige. All right. Yeah. So
Actually,
you guys
I didn't get azure. I got cerulean. Oh, sorry.
cerulean.
Cerulean.
Wow.
The blue isn't just. It's not teal. It's not aqua. It's cerulean.
How 2012?
Yeah, this
It was
is.
chosen for you by the people in this office.
And it was chosen by the people in this room.
Oh God, how many references can we make per episode?
I'm doing
This is
the Meryl act or glasses acting as well.
That Meryl?
I know, right?
That's all.
Hello, Clint Eastwood voice.
Oh my God. All right. Yeah. So you guys got your fabrics from a not on Meryl Streep adjacent individual, in
the
this
woods,
high-end
Meryl Streep.
boutique. Yeah, probably a little bit more into the woods, Meryl Streep. Yeah. So you guys got your fabrics. And as you are exiting the shop, you see Brian Belt opposite, and then a voice interjects, "Oh my God, guys, hi!" And you turn around and you see none other than Greta coming up the street, very excitedly waving at the four of you with, and you see under one arm a very large cask, and her older sister Vivian in tow. She's like, "I was expecting to see you guys so soon.
Hello,
That's so
Brian.
funny.
Oh, it's
Hi.
good to see you. Enjoying
You guys shopping
Heavenfell.
around?" Yeah,
You're,
Bit of
you're
light
from
shopping.
here, right?
yeah. No, my house is just like, and she like points like for like, and like she kind of points a little bit further up. It's just like one tier up. That's so crazy.
We're just doing a little bit of light shopping. Getting ready for the party, you know.
Oh,
Yeah,
have
we thought we'd get in
you? Oh,
early.
what'd you get? What'd you get? Show me, show me, show me.
I guess-
No, wait, no. I want it to be a surprise. I want it to be a surprise. Yeah, because I also need to go around looking for, but Vivian's gonna help me. Vivian is great with the outfits and the fashions, so I'm all good. But we can't wait to see what you guys are doing. But it's gonna be really cool. I'm
Oh,
so excited.
is
I'm not
Vivian-
normally
Vivian's
Yeah.
good with fashion.
Vivian's like, yeah, no, that's yeah,
Alright.
it's part of my, and she like waves a hand, and like you see like a shimmering blue sheet of like magic of fabric like appears and disappears. Kind of weaving magic is kind of my thing.
Nice.
as
I'll
for
say your
my
number.
student.
That's very cool.
Oh yeah.
It's
Yeah.
very impressive.
Fantasy
Yeah, no, it's
equivalent
not
of number.
it's not a common discipline among the art students, but fashion is in itself an art form.
It's an art
so,
form. Yeah.
So
I
I just
agree.
have a question.
yeah, I'm glad you guys are taking the winter ball theme seriously. That's good.
Yes. So I was hoping. I'm a thrifty kind of person, and I like
Right.
reuse, recycle, etc.
Yeah,
I-
great. It's
Do you
good to
know
be
of any
sustainable,
like
yeah.
good vintage shops around?
Oh boy, do I.
Thought you
Listen,
might.
I would love. I'll show you my favorite one. It's about 3 tiers down. But we're just bringing these. We're prepping for the party, obviously. She also has like a cask of ale over one arm. Like these are both like really muscular like dwarven girls, and they're so they are. I was like, so do you guys want to come up to the house with us? We're just gonna we can show you around. You can meet our dog, but then afterwards I can show you the thrift store if you like.
Yeah, that sounds good. Do you need a hand with anything?
Sure.
Oh, this? No, God. And and then both the girls just like, whoop, and they like lead you guys further up. If you guys so wish to join them,
Yeah,
the
why
invitation's
not?
been extended.
Bill definitely
Yeah.
feels like a funny little like feeling in his chest that he doesn't quite understand.
That's fair. Yeah, muscular women do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they lead you further up to the city. The Goran family house is in one of the nicer residential neighborhoods. It seems pretty affluent by the looks of things. A lot of the houses have like terraced gardens, greenhouses. You can see it's very exquisitely lined cobble streets, ornate filigree oil lamps hanging on each corner, and as Greta and Vivian, they raise their hands like, ta-da, and they show you guys a very almost kind of not an ugly townhouse, but like what looks like to be a very like one of the older houses that obviously has not been zhuzhed up with like kind of a new money aesthetic. It feels much more like an old English townhouse with like about which is like it's like 4 stories tall. but like and pretty narrow the same way the rest of the cities are. And there's like Alagoran. I don't know what language that was. French doesn't exist in this world. Yeah, the Maison de Gorun, and they swing an iron gate open and lead you guys into the house. It actually does not appear like anybody else is here, and if any of you and like Vivian's like, yeah, so our parents are away on a business trip, and they let us have run of the house. And Greta does like a sharp whistle, and you hear from a floor upstairs a very rapid and like a very bounding and come careening down a spiral staircase is the biggest mastiff you've ever seen. And it's tall. It's about as tall as Greta, much taller than you, Belts. And
Belt jumps on it to give it a hug.
It's not coming towards you, but when you try and reach out and grab it, it just kind of like takes you with it. He's like, is like barking like a mad thing. And this is a what did I have the duck's name in? I think I named it Titan. What was it? Yeah, so Greta, yeah. I made sure that the dog had a name.
Well, it does now.
And
that's an important thing because we would have asked.
Yeah.
I did. Anyway, dog's name is Titan, and Greta is like, Tidy! And it just kind of like hoists her up, flips her up. She like is like, it's like she weighs nothing to him. The casket, the cask, boom, 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 it kind of rolls against the wall, and Vivian's like, oh shit! But it's a very chaotic reunion as the girls throw their rucksacks down and the casks, and they greet their little guy.
Just little guy.
Their big little guy.
Before we go any,
and then she's just like,
just like on his back.
Yeah, he's like a proper like mountain like rescue mastiff style kind of dog.
Noble steed.
Can we take a quick break?
It is Titan. Yeah, absolutely.
Sick. Things that.
We'll be right back. and then he stuffed it in. I really like cold opens. We're back. We're back after another quick little pea time break.
Tea time.
Absolutely no chicken was being fried. And we are at a wonderful little townhouse at the invitation of two wonderful buff dwarf girls. So what would you... So they are... And the second, like, they're settled and the dog calms down, Greta's like, oh my god, Bri, Belle, I have to show you guys the gym. And she's like, okay, come on. And she's just
Can I ride Titan to the gym?
You can try. Make a strength check to hold on.
Strength check? I can do that.
Strength or athletics or acrobatics?
Athletics? Oh no, that's a 12.
That's a 12. You try, and you, like, halfway down the stairs, you poof, poof, and you just tumble off. You compensate a little bit with your wings, but Titan, like, is just barreling after Greta, and she's just like, we redid the basement last year, and she just like and she like flicks. She turns on a bunch of like magical little lamps, and illuminates a very not a large, but a very modest, well put together home gym in the basement of the house.
Oh, I love this.
Yeah, it was a joint Christmas present for Vivian and I last year. It's amazing. And she just like is like, look, this one. She just like explains a bunch of like weird workout equipment from a magical fantasy place that probably is not the same as ours. There's like barbells and stuff, but there's other weird contraptions that you guys have never seen and stuff that I can barely conceive of.
Oh my god!
But it's a really cool workout gym. And there's like a little like a little sparring sand pit and stuff. And she's just like, this is my home away from home in my home.
Let's wrestle! I cartwheel to the sand pit.
Like, she's like, fuck yeah! And and then she's just like, poof, and you guys can wrestle. Do you want to like roll for wrestling? I don't know.
Yes, I would like to make a wrestle roll.
Okay, cool. I'll have Greta make a wrestle roll as well.
Wrestle roll.
Wrestle.
What's is that athletics? You think?
Yeah, it'll be athletics.
21.
Oh shit! Yeah, every time I try and make Greta do like a strong thing, she fails at it, which is annoying. She got a 12.
Okay.
Yeah, you managed to pin her down, even though she's like twice your size and weight bracket.
I do like a sweep.
She's like, whoa! Where'd you learn how to do that?
Black Widow style. Yeah.
Wow. And so yeah, Cole, Zenith, you guys are kind of abandoned in the foyer of the thing.
Is Vivian still there?
Vivian is still there. She's like, just like, oh god, there is no slowing down that one.
R2 either. They're quite excitable. Lovely home.
Thanks. Yeah, Mom and Dad really bust their ass for this, so it's good. For you at Maury's,
We were, yes.
I love her. She's so funny. What'd you get? And she like wants to like see what like you guys picked up.
I just like kind of like splay out the fabrics that I have and kind of slightly detail my plans to make a nice-ish looking robe from them.
Oh, wonderful. Yeah, no, her fabrics are fabulous. A little bit homey for my tastes. I'm a bit more alternative, but this stuff it's super reliable. Do you want like any help with this or anything?
Well, maybe if you have time over the next week or so, that would be lovely.
Yeah, we'll see. I'm organizing like a billion different things, and it is a nightmare. But it's all gonna come together. If I've got a spare minute, I'll see what I can do to help you out. If you put it together, I might be able to throw an enchantment on it that does something kind of fun. So, we'll see what happens.
That sounds wonderful.
Yeah. I'm really trying to push the envelope with this kind of thing, and I'm hoping to, really knock it out the park this year. But anyway, I gotta bring these up to the kitchen, and she pulls two caskets out.
Zenith is about to ask if he can help, but then he's like, "Nah, you can't."
It's like, hey, you're okay, Skyboy. And she like pulls it over, brings stuff to the kitchen.
Is the kitchen upstairs or is it?
No, it is like to the back of the house on the ground floor. Like you guys went upstairs to like here, so you guys are on like the second floor. You know
Okay.
those townhouses that have like a basement that's like halfway down
Mhm.
or whatever. Yeah, that's kind of the
I guess-
situation.
Zenith wants to like try and find somewhere where he can update Lily or Professor Vess.
Mhm.
I keep name dropping.
Yeah, I mean,
because play
like,
magic. No.
You're such a magic player.
Such a-
When was the last time you played Magic? Well, not me coming for her throat. Anyway, no, it's fine. So you can like ask for like the restroom or whatever.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah.
I'll update Professor Vess on what happened. I'll just give her like the rundown of the magical ledger, and that it had the specific books that were turned into King Waxham's with an X through it, and then one or two that I didn't recognize as already found King Waxham's. And I'll give her the title of the book that I found.
Okay. Yeah. She is when you do. I'm going to.
I'll start the conversation with like, apologies for disturbing you on your holidays, and then I'll tell her.
Cool. It's not the same. It's not the same day. It's the next day. So like,
Still.
yeah. But yeah. There's a brief pause, followed by a slightly less brief pause, and you don't hear any response.
I'll just assume she's heard it, and then I'll just like put it back in my bag.
Yep, that's fair. Yeah. So yeah, you come back into the hallway. And Vivian is there. She's like, Greta's probably got your friends in like a headlock or something. So do you guys want some food or something? The kitchen is stacked. And she just offers you guys lunch.
Sure.
Yeah, cool.
I'll eat whatever she's eating, as long as it's not fried bird.
I was going to say, I could eat
Yeah, that's
10
fair.
canaries.
Yeah. So yeah, no, she makes you a very pleasing lunch. Very salad focused. She seems to be a salad gal, and you guys chit chat. She seems pretty chill for like an older student, not intimidating or anything, but she seems seems like she's got a lot on her mind, which she obviously does because there is a party to be had. But once she's done, once you guys are like done eating, she's like, all right, as soon as they're done downstairs, I want to bring that little bird dude downtown. I also need. She just like starts listing off like a bunch of stuff she also needs to pick up while she's down there. And she's like, yeah. What do you guys
Would
up
you
to
like-
for the evening?
We're not much, I don't think. Zenith turns to Cole and it's just like, do we have any more plans? I don't really think so.
Nope. Unless, we have to bring one of those two to the healers.
Yeah, there should be one of our neighbors is an archdeacon, so they like we've pulled in a few favors sometimes when Greta's pulled something that probably should have been left unpulled, but don't really like to bother them. But yeah, they should be fine, right? I'm not really. Yeah.
They'll be. I'm sure they're.
Yeah,
okay.
you guys broke into a manor and stole a giant doll and whatever, and you guys like got out unscathed. So like, I'm not too worried.
Wow.
I'm a little worried. I'm just gonna, and she just like kind of like and belts as you are like sweeping Greta like head over ass over.
Suplex.
Yeah, and as Fry like is getting like tangled up in a giant like rope rigging climbing thing or something. Vivian's like, oh sweet heaven above, Greta, please don't injure our guests or get injured, please. And she's like, I'm not. And she's just like getting back up off of her onto her feet. But she's like, Belle, that move was so cool. You have to teach it to me sometime.
Yes.
Is it like it's like, and she like tries to like make a kicking. Is like, is that how? No,
It's
you
like
have
you
more
have
of
to
a kind of like.
It helps to have wings, but it's like this.
Oh shit! I don't have wings. But what if I like? And she like tries to like swing her. She's like swinging her arms around, like you tried to like make momentum happen, and she's just and Vivian's just like, Greta, I need the owl boy for the thrift shop. Come on.
We'll
And
work at it. We'll work at it.
yeah. She's like, I'm gonna rest up here. I'm exhausted, and also I need to. And she just like starts to like go upstairs. and then yeah, you guys yeah, Vivian are all of you going with Vivian, or do you guys want to like split up, hang out at the house, or whatever? It is up to you. You can split up if you like. There's other places to go, but it's your call.
I think Zenith is gonna just like he's probably just gonna start working on his outfit if he can. Or just start tinkering with bits and pieces. He's not gonna go with the group to the vintage store. I don't think he's gonna.
Okay, cool. Yeah, Vivian she hands you like a small box with a bunch of like needles and stuff if you so need it. She's also like, I have a machine upstairs, but it has not been set up yet. So if you still need more help, I can fix that up for you when you get back. But we'll be back in like 2 hours. And she like, and Vivian like drags you by your collar, like cuff bell. Is like, all right, let's go. And she's just like, she's walking very fast. She's tall for a dwarf and like is like has a very wide gait. So she like is striding, and you're struggling to keep up.
Yeah, definitely. I'd like probably have to like flap my wings a little bit to like try and catch up a little bit.
She's like, all right, we're on a tight schedule, buddy.
Let's
go. Yeah. And Vivian's like, oh, I haven't even asked you about your sister yet. Jesus. Yeah, she's like, well, she's a second year, so she's like, she knows your sister.
You know my sister.
I do indeed have the distinct pleasure, and you can tell she that's like a lowercase p. She's like,
I kind of be like, I like look at her a little bit like that.
Yeah, and she's like, she's a bit of a cunt.
She's a cunt.
Okay. I was waiting for someone else to say it.
Oh.
Or her brother. Okay, cool. You signed off on it. What the fuck?
What the fuck? My parents are so nice, and she's a bitch.
They must be. I mean, like, you're wonderful. So, like, what the hell?
Oh, thank you.
I mean,
she's just like, I don't know. She takes after our grandfather. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I mean, like, I haven't always been like the best, like, kid to my parent, but I never acted like that. I mean, like,
it's just like
Silver Quill kids.
Oh
god.
Yeah, it's like you think that everybody likes you. No, they actually hate you. So.
It just rots their brain, and like you guys have this whole like rant, like all the way down the city.
Cathartic.
Yeah. Cole and Bri, you guys are going with them, yeah?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Cole has the intention of going with them, and then going further because he's going to go back to the garden.
Okay, cool.
To get his.
Yeah, that is perfectly fine. Sorry. That was gross. Let's see. Do I have a quirky little shop name? Let's see what we do. This random generator thing is cute as hell. I
live by random generators when I'm DMing. They're like my
Bro, you have no idea how much of this shit has been randomly generated by this one website. Like
I rattle them off before I ever play, and I'm just like, I just leave a list, and I'm like, it just feels like. Good.
Yeah, that shit slaps. Although it's a big long list, and let's see. Yeah, that's a cute name. Okay, yeah. So Vivian takes you, Belt, to a very it's like on the corner of a very busy street, and it has like a cutout wooden lamb on the front, and it is called the Typical Lamb, and you can see it is it's like at the front of it, the front half of it seems to be like an antique furniture store, and then as you go in, it actually starts to like open up to be like more thrifty with like a lot of rails and stuff. And there's a lot of like carpets hanging all over the place. It smells like incense and vaguely of old leather, and the older Earth Genasi woman hunched over and like stone hair, like almost like braids, but almost like ridges of stone. She's just like, hello, how can I help?
Hey, I'm looking for a kilt,
I'm looking for a kind of like a fun like leather and sheepskin kind of jacket. Something a little bit, like maybe like a little bit huntery, that kind of thing. And then also a fun like masquerade mask.
Oh. Well, you've got a whole outfit planned. Look at you. Very well. Let me see. And as you as this like woman comes out of the desk and starts to like look through shelves and stuff, Vivian gives you like a tap on the shoulder. You're like, all right, buddy, I'm gonna leave you here. You know the way back, right?
Absolutely. See you later.
Okay, cool. Yeah, fabulous.
Thank you.
I need to go run and grab more decorations. So yeah, I'll meet you back at the house. Yeah, are you coming back? I mean, like I left one of your friends there, so like Greta's there. He's fine. She just like kind of like waves you off and like leaves you to have your outfit planned.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So you are able to get the garments that you are looking for in one form or another. It's a thrift store, so maybe the thing you're looking for isn't exactly the thing you're looking for.
But that's punk.
But yeah, it is punk. Yeah, you do get
it's
get
not
a kilt.
punk to say it's punk. No, sorry.
Yeah, you get a kilt. It is like full length or skirt for you, but that is completely editable later on. But she puts you up for 3 silver for everything that you are looking for.
I give her a gold because I can't be fucked doing maths.
That is totally fair. She's like, oh wow, you from out of town?
Yes. But also, I just really like your stuff.
Oh.
And I love to support fun businesses.
Wonderful. That's great. All right. Make sure you tell your friends. And
I will.
Yeah, and she you get all your bits and you pop a gold on the desk and you can exit the store.
Is Cole with me still, or
has Cole gone? Did Cole enter the store?
Yeah. No, Cole didn't go in at all. Cole was like,
Belt definitely didn't hear that.
Yeah.
Was like,
So it's just Bri waiting for you outside.
Okay.
Oh, I imagine Bri was probably just, I don't know, browsing. To be like, what is it? Is this like a wardrobe?
It's like somebody else's wardrobe that they've given away.
I like how we've almost split the entire party.
Only
So the
can go
assassins
well.
come out of each corner and slice your throats. Hey, I mean, this is you can split. You're not in a dungeon. You can split the party. Who cares?
Yeah, this is funny.
Yeah.
He'll toodle.
Y'all know.
He'll toodle along after
yeah,
them, but I imagine he was just fascinated by the idea of just going from these minimalist, magical, haute couture stores to just a shop that's kind of just lots of clothes, right?
Yeah, it's very, very hodgepodge. It's not cohesive. Everything is thrown in on top of each other. It is a hot mess, but it is very punk.
Right, this is my shit, okay? Because you see a hot mess and I see a gold mine, and all you've got to do is just dig a little deeper and you'll find something gold. Like this!
What?
I bring the cool kilt.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, the kilt, as you lift it up, it actually it jingles. There's actually some bells sewn to it.
Ah, I love that.
Tickling, tickling.
Winter.
Yeah.
Bryce sees the little bells and is like... bat.
No, it's mine.
The cat instincts can't be suppressed.
Wonderful. Yeah, so you guys, Belt and Bride, do you want to do anything else down here around town? It's probably later in the evening. It's closer to 6-ish at this point with all the walking you've been doing.
Is there any
so it looks like people are
it looks rowdy, that a kind of a fighting pit or something, or is it generally a nicer place than that? It's just a little bit
make a perception check.
Okay. Where's my 20? Okay. Oh. Okay. He perceives that he is a lion. That was a 6 in total.
Eesh. It's a 6 in total. Yeah. The street is super fucking boring. It's a bunch of old dusty furniture shops and a bunch of loud dogs. Yeah. You don't notice that. Yeah. You also, yeah.
Cool.
Let's see. Yeah. So you guys can make your way back to the house, or you can find a bar or pub. And you are a little bit spread out at the minute. Cole, you've got a bit of a ways if you're heading to the garden. You probably are not going to get there immediately this session in like the next 6 minutes. So we'll revisit your time in the garden at a later point, which is perfectly fine. Zenith, are you doing anything besides trying to figure out your Garmont?
I guess I've probably been at it for like an hour, a few hours or so, and I'm just like, I'm going to take a break from it.
Yeah.
And I think I will start writing up a letter to Tanya to send out in the morning to let her know we're coming. Or maybe to send out that day to let her know we're coming.
Yeah, sure. There's the postal system has been magicalized so that you can basically send an email whenever you want.
Yes.
That's the infrastructure that's in place, probably. At least at this high up. You can check with Greta that if they have the magical mailbox. That is the new latest trend.
Slay.
Yeah, but you can absolutely do that. And as you're writing your letter, you feel a very cold feeling sensation, almost like somebody like shoved an ice cube in your pocket. And when you go to check, you pull out, you actually feel the cool touch of the stone that Professor Vest gave you. And when you pull it out and you open your palm, you can hear a voice come through, and you hear the voice of Professor Vest, and the voice says, "Very good, thank you. Have a good holiday," and whoop, and closes. And then the cold sensation vanishes.
Oh, good. Yeah, I'll just write the letter and make sure Tanya knows we're coming.
Yeah, and as you're doing that, there's the door swings open and Greta's like, "Did I hear Professor Vess?"
Yes, she sent me. I needed some help with some studies, and she gave me something that's kind of like a magical voice note, so I would remember certain things.
That's so weird. I didn't even know you had any classes with her.
I don't, but she's got a very good understanding of physiology of creatures and things, and I just wanted a little bit of extra study in case I needed it.
Yeah, she kind of scratches her head. She's like, "Well, I thought she was mostly about the dead stuff." Okay. Do you want a drink? And she just like is like she's got like a glass, and she's like,
"Sure, wine if you have it."
Yeah, and he's like, "Yeah, oh yeah, we got loads of a special cupboard for it." And she's just like, goes like,
Zenith is just like,
she doesn't know jack shit about wine.
Zenith is like, "Oh my god, rich people, what the fuck? Whole cupboard for wine. We just have a cellar that we make our own wine in. What the fuck?"
Yeah, this shit is like elite. It's and the guy's like, "I don't even know what half this stuff is."
Zenith knows a thing or two about wines. He'll pick a nice red.
You pick a lovely red, and the very large dog has been tailing Greta around the entire house this whole time. And Greta's just like, "Oh, you're a good boy, Titan. Oh, I missed you so much." And she's just like, and she's able to ride him around the house like nobody's business. But she's having a great old time adjusting back to her home life. She's obviously been away from home as well. But she's like, you're down in one of the temples, right?
Yes, the temple to Kelmir. Not too far from here.
Oh, that's great. I was never really one for temples. It's
a
bit
life
stuffy.
you get accustomed to. It's simple. It's not much like a home like this. It's.
I mean, you should see some of the houses my parents have been to. Those are huge. This is just a tiny shack compared to that stuff.
It's this concept of these kinds of houses and homes and the money involved and the wealth that people here and that people like Bry have is confusing to me. it doesn't make much sense. It's not my life really, so I'm just not used to it. But it's beautiful.
It is. I think everybody should have a chance to live somewhere fancy. And she's just kind of like, it's like, and she's like, isn't it right, Titan? Doesn't everybody have the right to living and lodging? Yes, they do. Yes, they do. And she just kind of like pets his dog.
That they do. Everybody should. Yes. Yes. We
Socialist Greta.
yeah. It's giving Grimes.
It's giving Grimes. What, Greta? What's that word?
It's giving Grimes. It's giving
Right.
She's walking around in her like dream
Oh,
kiss
you guys met my
outfit,
boyfriend?
reading Communist Manifesto.
No!
Ding dong. And Elon Musk walks through the door with that wheel.
And Belt stabs him.
And with that, we will end the session here tonight. We have got a lot of stuff to cover, but we will do so in the coming months. We are going to be taking a break from this game for a little bit for various reasons, which is totally fine. It happens. And we will be posting updates about when we will be streaming next. We will probably be trying to do a few little one-on-one sessions, maybe some extra stuff in the interim, but we will be back. Don't worry about that. We do have a party to get to. We've got some looks to serve. We've got some temples to visit and some gardens to check out. So don't worry. We will be coming back to your eyeballs on this here Twitch stream. You can find us on Twitter at Arcavios Eternal and on YouTube under the same name. The VODs for the last 3 episodes still aren't up yet, but I am on a productivity kick, so I will get those done. And you can find me, Ralph, at on Twitter at themtg, themmtg, 2 M's. And yeah, Jake, where can folks find you?
You can find me Instagram, Twitter, and the rest of it, TikTok at JTurn, but with a 7 instead of a T, because I wasn't quick enough off the mark.
Perfect. But you did get a hat out of it.
I did.
Yeah, you sure did. And Emery, where can folks find you?
Most places at Granddaddy Issues, but Twitter at evening_Emery.
Fabulous. And Declan, where can folks find you?
Folks can find me at Dova Queen on Twitter, and the E's are 3s because I also wasn't quick enough to get Dova Queen. And can I pimp out a thing that Dahi and I did?
Yes, pimp it out.
Next Friday, so not this Friday, Friday coming.
I'm ready this.
Dahi is in a podcast with me. That I DM'd called The Hen Night as part of Romancing the Dungeon. And
Yes.
It is
2-part special.
It is wild.
I cannot wait to
honestly,
listen.
I mean, a hen night always is.
fun.
That sounds absolutely stellar. I can't wait
There's
to-
drinks, hijinks, and other
And
related
jinxes.
activities.
Hen party shenanigans
Hen
and
party.
games.
It was an absolute blast to be on, and I cannot wait for it to be out. It's so exciting.
Awesome. Yeah, me neither. That'll be sick, and we will absolutely boost that when it does. And Dahi, where can folks find you besides Declan's wonderful podcast?
Yeah, you can find me at The Real Baron Zaya on pretty much every single social media known to man. It is spelled TherealBarenZia. Just replay that a few times on the VOD and you'll get the spelling, I'm sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
On TikTok,
Put it in the show
Twitter, all
notes.
that kind of stuff. But also, I've been working on some design work for a couple of people over the last couple of months. I've done some for the Irish Magic Discord channel, and I have some more stuff in the works at the moment, so keep an eye on my Twitter and you might see some really cool work coming up soon.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. So we have a channel to raid. My homeboy Scott. So
For actual Magic the Gathering.
yeah, for actual Magic the Gathering, if that is your thing. So Jake, are you able to raid from where you are sitting?
I have the Twitch console open, I think. What's the name of the channel?
I gotta have to spell it out to you. It's SYVANTIR. Syvantir.
Oh, I think it has to be a channel that the account follows. Hang on.
Yeah. If you follow them real
I'm on
quick, you
it.
can probably. Yeah.
Slay.
Sorry, can you spell
I've
that?
never. Yeah. SYVANTIR.
Yep. TIR. I see.
Yeah.
Silent in,
Scott.
live.
Colin.
That is our
Follow.
homeboy Scott.
Yeah.
He is a great Irish magic content creator and writer,
Yeah, real
and
good.
one of our very dear friends. And I'm about to play some magic cards with him.
Magic.
Magic
Yeah.
cards.
Yeah. So everyone say that Scott. It's to Scott that we sent them. I don't know who's in chat, but it's just a great way to pass on the love, if there is any. So yeah.
If there is any love, there's no
yeah.
love here.
There's love for me, but I'm about to do it on camera. So
It will not.
if it's not, don't worry about it. We will.
No,
I
I think
don't
maybe
want
we
to.
might have needed to follow them beforehand. I can't get it.
Yeah,
to
that's
do
probably
it
a
now.
good security
Or
measure.
maybe it's that I would need to
never
refresh, but I have the live console open. Maybe you could do it. Let's have a quick look.
Maybe I'm not logged into the Twitch. I'm on my regular Twitch on thing, and it's a headache to do it. And I already have a headache, so we will just leave it. That was so rude.
All right. Well,
Anyway,
then I guess
no
I'll
one tell Scott that I tried. And
I will immediately. I'm going to
No,
break
please.
that
anyway,
Twitch
Let's
stream.
round off.
remember
now.
to stay in drugs, don't do school, and have a wonderful night.
Bye.
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 Not my finger turning.